there, we'll go take it from there. I say, my man, I only buy for the same leisure.
Then how can the police people catch you now?
The police people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in a around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work. I go to work.
You leave from your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the night now?
When the man call me in the night,
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the man, say, you're 3?
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the man said, he want to give you what tea?
Tea. Hot milk tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread?
3 pieces of full bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside, my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the fool the man give you now, you carry it so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep?
In the Jeep. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep?
Yeah. Black BG. 4 doji.
4 doji.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside?
No. Papi, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I'm just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you double in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. I'm not even say one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, looking, hi, looking. Then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And say they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get fair. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
For me, I will not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, just explain things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you,
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then do.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I said I can take time
to explain. Yeah. Okay.
House, don't throw stones. try something, but your world would have crumbled. Caught behind thy back, you like to grumble. And before I face, you always a fumble. Yeah. And if you live in a glass house, I beg you don't throw stones. No. And if you can't take blows, why don't throw blows?
And today is January 23, 2026. It happens to be the birthday of Blessing Rejoice Nimne. Blessing is one of our dependables here. He produces the OK Money Roach and the OK Conversation, two of our major programs. Blessing celebration today. We want to wish her well. You know, a lot of us are OKFM. We are January born.
Lies and illusion.
I want to wish Blessing out of the best. God's choice is blessing as she continue to serve for the nation. We ask for widened knowledge, commitment, delegation, and patience so she can carry it on. Throughout history, the high grounds has always provided a strategic advantage. One reason is because from the high ground, you can see threats and opportunities coming from a long way off. Previous ample time to prepare. Adequate preparation can give you the significant leg up when dealing with all sorts of unfolding events. Many things are possible in the future. Several things are probable. And a few things are almost certain. Consider what all those might be and prepare yourself well for at least the most likely of them. A few minutes of advancing preparations can save you hours or days when what you have prepared for actually happens. A few dollars spent preparing can often prevent thousands of dollars of loss. When you can already clearly see what's going on, do more than just setting yourself up to say, I told you so. Make intelligent, practical preparations that you will be greatly thankful for. When the future unfolds as you anticipated, the best time to solve any problem is before it crops up, before in advance, and rather than always playing catch up, you will enable yourself to create new values whenever the situation. This one is written by the data motivator Ralph Mustang. My name is Trokon Wrepue. This is The Conversation, 4:30 up to 6 p.m. today. We statutory district former representative Vincent Weddy. He's going to join us here. Probably his first interview since 2026. Vincent Weddy will join us. We'll look at what's happening at the legislature. We'll look at national governance issues. We'll talk a bit about Bassa's politics. Between now and 4:30, a lot to talk about. Stay with us, don't you go anywhere. Let's go around the continent to hear what's making news in other parts. This is the conversation around the continent right now. Let's hear what's making news in other parts of the continent. Right here in neighboring Guinea, they have a democratically elected president now. So the military took over nearly a couple of years now President Mamadi Doumbouya to call for a fresh election. Though there was some criticism that he was holding on to power for too long. But then he became elected as the president of the Republic of Guinea. Congratulations, President Mamadi Doumbouya. In Uganda, it was bitter and sweet, depending on what you talk to. President Yoweri Museveni and his people said it was a free, fair election, transparent. They did not do anything wrong. To have the president retain power. Opposition leader Bobby Wine, the young Ugandan who's very exuberant, who's dreaming every day to unseat 81-year-old Yoweri Museveni, has accused the government of stealing the election, quote unquote. But in South Africa, the South African court has dismissed an appeal by the country's heritage body to stop the sale and export of various artifacts connected to anti-apartheid hero Nelson Mandela. 70 prisoner items include a cell key from Robben Island. You know, Robben Island is where he was sentenced. 27 unbroken years. Where Mandela was in prison for 18 to 27 years, he was locked up. A pair of aviator sunglasses and one of his signature floral shirts. They were due to be exported to the U.S. for auction. The objects belong to his eldest daughter, Makaziwe Mandela, and Crystal Bryan, a Robben Island warden during Mandela's incarceration. So that debate is on in South Africa. South Africans want to keep that. The head of South Sudan's armed forces is giving soldiers 7 days to crush the rebellion in the east that is a political threat to the capital Juba. Recently, South Sudan's or the Sudan's People Liberation Army in opposition has attacked and captured several areas in Jonglei State. A local journalist told the BBC, though this could not be independently verified. The latest fighting has threatened Jonglei's capital, Boy, 2 hours drive from Juba. SPLA-RO's leader, suspended first Vice President Riek Machar, is currently on trial on charges of murder, treason, and crimes against humanity, which he has denied. There are fears that the fighting could reignite a full-blown civil war in that country. So we now go for the fast check report. When we come back, a lot to talk about. President Boakai has done some shake-up in government. We will look at that. Then the Ministry of Justice issued a statement. The Ministry of Justice? No. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection issued a statement. We'll also look at that. Then there is something happening at the Bureau of State Enterprises. We are thoroughly investigating that, but we'll give you a hint on today. And we will bring you details in the coming days. But let's take the fast check report very quickly.
Welcome to the fact check segment. This segment debunks disinformation and provides the verified facts of statements made online on the radio. I am Lalisa Massa. On January 14, Liberian lawyer and counselor Mariah Yekula claimed in a Facebook post that Liberia recorded 2,708 rape cases in 2019 under the CDC government and 2,759 rape cases in 2024 under the Unity Party government. Councillor Yekula used the figures to argue that little progress has been made in addressing rape and to criticize both past and present administrations. To verify the claim, We searched the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection's official platforms, but found no publicly available 2019 SGBV data there. However, a UNDP report published on June 19, 2023, and a data from the UN-backed Spotlight Initiative Liberia both reported 2,708 rape cases in 2019. Additionally, we found a Gender Ministry press release issued during the 2024 16 Days of Activism campaign stating that 2,759 rape cases were reported in 2024, which matched the findings from a previous Local Voices fact check. Based on these findings, we therefore conclude that Councillor Moriah Yekula's claim that Liberia recorded 2,708 rape cases in 2019 under the CDC government and 2,759 rape cases in 2024 under the current Unity Party government is correct. And on January 13, former Nima County District 4 Representative Councillor Garrison Yelu claimed that PYJ University was not allotted any funding in the Liberia's 2026 National Draft Budget. Councillor Yelu made this claim during an appearance on Freedom FM, arguing that the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson, who founded the university, supported the ruling Unity Party in Nima County after breaking ranks with the Coalition for Democratic Change. According to Councillor Yedu, the legislature had promised to include funding for PYJ University through additional budgetary allocations. To verify this claim, we reviewed the 2026 National Draft Budget published by the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. Our review found no allocation to PYJ University in the 2026 Draft National Budget. Based on our review of the 2026 National Draft Budget, we conclude that Councillor Garrison Yelu's claim that PYJ University is not allotted any funding is correct. This is all we have time for on the Fact Check segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia, OKFM, Pram FM, and Kia Radio to counter disinformation and to help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project, implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder or partner had no say in the editorial decision leading to the production of this Fact Check segment. We will be back on Monday with more Fact Check reports to help you know the facts. If you want us to fact check a claim for you, please send us a text to WhatsApp on 0777 556296 and we will check for you. Also follow us on Facebook at Local Voices Liberia, Twitter at LVL Fact Check, and go to our website www.localvoicesliberia.com. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Great. Thank you to the team at Local Voices. Thanks to Alpha Sekweni and the rest of the guys there. Marvelous job you've been doing and continue to do for Liberia, a country that live in the midst or exist in the midst of dis and misinformation is bound not to succeed because the way people portrayed information and how citizens grab those information could cause chaos, could cause destruction, especially when the information provided are negative in a way that it brings about harm on society. So we are always cognizant of the role Alpha and the team play there. Anthony Alpha Sikmani, thank you. And we hope this partnership continue so that thousands of Liberians can always know that what our public people are putting out are either true or not, or private people, whoever saying our information, whether they're saying the truth or they are not. And the reason for which it is important because a lot of you are not journalists or you are not a fact checker. You do not have the tool Alpha Sekmen and the rest of the team will use to fact check these things. So when somebody gave any information that you do not have control over the proper research, you might likely take it to be truthful. And then that could be spread as well. So thank you to the team. Our condolences to Her Excellency, former Vice President Joella Howard Taylor. She lost her son, her only son. We understand, Mr. Philip Taylor. He died during the week or over the weekend, and she has received some real huge messages of condolence on social media. In person, we saw a visitation from the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai. We saw senators, we saw opposition leaders. Yes, this is great. This is good, especially when somebody of such a stature is a victim of, should I say, nature, or when death pains the person, and we see our president goes to the home of an opposition politician, and we see other government officials who are also not from her party going there, and people are not saying because she campaigned or because she's an opposition leader. I think that's the sign of reconciliation we'll talk about. We are not happy that she lost a son. We are sad. But the sign of people coming around and petting her, giving her words of encouragement, it's a great start. And I hope we continue on that faction. So, there is something happening at the Bureau of State Enterprises. And I'm saying it because we've started some investigation. And in the coming days or weeks, when we've concluded, what our findings will be was shocking. You know, President Boakai made, there were some other reports and some indictments were issued, and all of those indicted were relieved of the position by His Excellency President Joseph Boakai. We have a clear understanding that one of those who was relieved of his position got a reassignment somewhere, apparently without even the president's knowledge. When this person is still an indicted person, and we understand this person is an uncle to one higher up in the executive mansion. But we will talk about that in detail. We will talk about it in the coming weeks or in the coming days when we conclude some very tough investigations. Since the administration of President Joseph Boakai, I've been opportune to travel to several of the counties. And the only county I've not gone to since Mr. Boakai took over is Grand Crew. And while in those counties, I have really been able, Grand Crew and Wrepue, those are the two counties I have not been to. But while in the rest of the 13 counties, including Montserrat, I have really been able to deep to understand progress and sometimes challenges local government structures go through. And don't get me wrong, the way we get information from Bassa and places like Nema County, sometimes we do not get full information from some of the counties. But there's something I've seen, and I must publicly commend the two superintendents of Nema County and Grand Bassa. Kou Miape Gono, yeah, Superintendent Kou Miape Gono. If you went to Nema County, she's been able to give Sanicodes some very good facelift. She's been able to push for some real good projects in that county. She's been able to work with the legislative caucus, with some of the top officials from the county government, without segregating amongst or between the people to say, oh yeah, these people are from opposition, or these ones are from here. I do not know the deep part of Nima's politics, but with the successes we see, some of the work she continues to do, we think it is a collaborative effort of the county's local leadership and that of the legislative caucus and some of the officials from Nima County. Similar thing is beginning to happen in Grand Bassa County. The superintendent compound in Bassa was left dilapidated. The administrative building was the same. Where they have the county information is the county service center. Right opposite the administrative building was the same. And when you went to Buchanan today, Superintendent Kayuk Johnson is showing some real sign of modernizing some parts or some of the places, some of government's institutions. I visited there along with my colleague, Gerald Kwanyanen from Front Africa. By the way, Gerald is the head of news there. We visited and we went to a school that's under construction. That school is located in the Own Your Own community. And the superintendent's idea, or the local county authority idea is, since Buchanan, a lot of the schools, Central Buchanan itself, because Own Your Own is on the outskirts of Buchanan, they call it outside Buchanan. So his idea has been, since Buchanan has a lot of these schools, why can't we find a spot or a place at the Own Your Own area to build a high school for the government? And that high school will only take 10, 11, and 12 graders. So that we decongest Bassa High School and a few other government high schools that are overcrowded in the county, so that some of these people can transfer to wherever we secure the land and build. And as we speak, when I was in Buchanan, the school building, the structures, the 4-5 structures that I saw were being roofed. It contained 3 annexes, one for 10th graders, one for 12th graders, one for 11th graders. The staff administrative office is there. You have a cafeteria they are building in a modern fashion. You have modern latrine facilities attached. You have library. And I thought that was something we can commend the superintendent of Bassa for. If we went to the administrative building, it's also being worked on. Then there's a place that they call the Boulevard in Buchanan as well. He is building a mini park and a gym and an entertainment spot where the city government can make some business and generate revenue for the city. He's also doing some renovation of the county service center. The same superintendent is, when you go opposite or right at the front of St. Peter Clever in Buchanan, he's also constructing just a portrait there depicting the marine, or the coastal look of Grand Bassa. So you just go to Buchanan and see some of these things that I'm talking about. And I thought, when these people are doing some very good job, we must commend them. I'm not saying other county superintendents are not doing some very good jobs. This new year, we want to embark on going to these counties to see what's happening. But yet there are still challenges in these counties, enormous challenges than the developments that are ongoing. You want to talk about the sanitary condition in Grand Bassa, especially Buchanan. Oh yes, Buchanan is still kind of filthy. And I was telling the superintendent that, look, you are doing all of this work you're doing, but Buchanan still need some very good care. You see butch, you see thick grass, you see dirt powder on what's the street name? Totman Street, the famous Totman Street. If you went to Sanikode, you went to Ganta, you see similar things happening. You see, and it is good that we commend these people for some of what they're doing. So I just thought to say that, but we embark on we'll have some partnership with few people to solicit some fundings, not from politicians now. So we found some of the trip to go to different counties and see how the lives of our people are doing and what are the real realities on the ground, how these local government structures are actually working. So we know exactly what to say when we're here and not just criticizing, and criticizing. It's quite better that we do so. So on Monday, His Excellency President Joseph Boakai will address the nation. That is a constitutional mandate given the president under our law or in our country. And that provision mandates that the president report to the people's deputies, the member of the House of Representatives and the Senate, on the achievement of his government, the challenges, and his legislative plans for the ensuing year. By that constitutional mandate, the House or the legislature shall meet in a joint session presided over by the House of Representatives Speaker. So that is why we'll witness on Monday, and OKFM is making some very good preparation, almost at the concluding stage, so that we will bring you the Sona. Remember Julius's show, which is the conversation that I do as a co-host on Friday. As co to him and do that on Friday. He will be here on Monday, and I don't know where he's going to be, in studios or in the field with me, but that show might not come in its entirety as you expect, because we too feel that it is a duty to the nation to relay the president's Sona. So a team will be up Capitol Hill to do the same. And Liberians are eager. They've already started expressing different views. If you listen to Maka, David, and Fatou Kamara's show this morning, there are different conversations, different views. But all I can say is that we wait tomorrow to listen to the president of Liberia to state to us exactly what the achievement of the government were in 2025, what are his legislative plans for this year, and what are the challenges as well. So we are looking up to that. And we are hoping that the president will report on Monday. And he will do so. So President Boakai made some reshuffle in government, affecting the Ministry of State, what's the other place name? The Ministry of State, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and I think the Liberia Refugee Repatriation Commission. So the president did that. Let's check Executive Mansion to be very clear enough with the decision taken by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia. It says President Boakai since considered Bangalore to LRRC as repositions the Commission for Greater Strategic National Role as Anthony Kura takes over Ministry of Youth and Sports. Before that, you know, OKFM is always on top of a game. We are accurately the best in the country. We broke that news that the president will have appointed Minister Kra to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And then a couple of minutes later, 20 plus minutes later, boom, the Executive Mansion released that. So Executive Mansion, Monrovia, Liberia, President Joseph Boakai Sr. has taken a strategic decision to expand and reposition the Liberian Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission, the LRRC, to better respond to emerging national, regional, and global migration dynamics and support the Liberia's territorial integrity and national security framework. The president's action reflects a forward-looking effort to align the mandate of the Wrepue with the increasing complexity of cross-border movements, refugee management, returnee integration, and broader migration trends affecting the Manu River Union region and the West African sub-region. In furtherance of this expanded mandate, President Boaga has appointed Councillor Trokon Bangalu, former Minister of Youth and Sports, as Executive Director of the Liberia Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission. His appointment is intended to strengthen operational leadership and enhance interagency coordination and ensure the effective execution of the Commission's broadened responsibility. The President's vote notes that Liberia stands at a pivotal moment shaped by rising regional migration pressures and a growing challenge of managing porous borders in a challenging global environment. These realities, the President emphasized, required an institutional response that goes beyond traditional humanitarian coordination and contribute meaningfully to national preparedness, security planning, and migration management. Accordingly, the Wrepue has been repositioned to play a more strategic role, including coordination on cross-border movement, engagement with relevant international and regional protocols, and contribution to Liberia's overall national security and migration management architecture. The President expresses appreciation to Councillor Bangalu for his dedicated service to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, or to the youth of Liberia, and affirms full confidence that his legal, acumen, administrative discipline, and public service experience will guide the Wrepue effectively into this new phase of national responsibility. In other development, President Boaga has nominated Councillor Anthony Cooper Debia. Did I say Cooper? Anthony Colina. Their name that was easy, now, so they all do. Sorry, Minister. Anthony Colinia Kra as Minister of Youth and Sports. Additionally, Honorable Jackson P. has been appointed as a member of the Board of Directors of the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority, the LCAA. These nominations are subject to confirmation by the Honorable Liberian Senate where applicable. Signed, Anthony Kura Bona Ye Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary, Republic of Liberia. So, congratulations to Mr. Trokon Bangalu. Congratulations, to Anthony Kra. What am I saying? Kra. Anthony Colina W. Kra. And congratulations to Mr. Jackson P. as well. And the next step of the conversation has to do with the Facebook or the social media battle that started upon the nomination of Minister Kra. You know, this country, the substance of the real issues are often forgotten. And people dwell on trivialities. And that's how we've been. Whether it is this government, it was the last government, the people now in government opposition, or the people who were in government 6 years ago were in opposition during the days of former President Sirleaf. We have had the similar situation repeating itself. In some other countries, in some other jurisdiction, or some other society, when people are appointed to positions of trust or public institutions to lead or serve their country, people are more interested in whether or not they are capable to serve in the position to which they've been nominated or appointed by the appointing authority. For our case, which is the president of Liberia. But yet, it is on the contrary. And don't get me wrong. Everybody in this country have done it to everyone. Whether these people now were in opposition, they did the same. I don't want to call names here. But we know when some senatorial elections were coming up here, how people were describing people dress code, their hair on their head, and so on and so forth, and how they've punishing men and women in this country. Do I agree with Councillor Anthony Colina Kra to dress up some of the way she do sometimes and go social media? No, I don't hold the view that when you're the Minister of State, the Deputy Minister for Administration and Minister of State, that should be done. We could talk about the morality issue. Yeah, we can talk about it. But I thought the meat of the conversation by this time, should be whether we can examine, crisscross the nominee as to whether she is suited for the position into which she's been appointed. Nobody absolutely have time for that. All we care is when she goes on the beach, how she dressed. And those are the photos making rounds on social media. And I'm thinking about my country, especially my generation, how we have successfully been able to react to issues, leaving out sometimes the substance of the meat, and targeting different things. When President Weah was here, bulk of the conversation, young intellectuals on social media, some young intellectual was, how did the president singing? How did the president playing football? But were there some good things happening in the country? Could we catalog those good things? Were there some very bad things happening? Could we catalog them and make recommendations? Only few people were doing so. The rest of us on social media were bent on the trivial issues. When President Sirleaf was here, we did the same to her. I don't know whether they did the same to Mr. Taylor and Mr. Doe, Moses Black, and the rest of the people, because I did not even see how they led this country. I was maybe during the Taylor time, I was very young around. I was not even yet in my team. Yeah, but that's not the issue. Somebody will make call a yard bomb, but hold on. More besides, that's not the issue. So my thing is, imagine Sarah Beslow Yanti got appointed as Minister of Foreign at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Martin Colley raised a very good debate about her education credentials. There were real tough conversations. And people held the view that Madam Sarah Beslow Yanti could perform due to how she's navigated the UN system. And those people stand to be corrected today based on how Madam Sarah Beslow Yanti, she's not the best, she's not the angel on earth, but how she's been able to reposition Liberia's image at the international level. All of us seen it. All of us hear where we are going. All of us know how she's been able to maneuver with the help of others who served in that position before, especially when it comes to the UN Security Council. Going to the United States, going to some other countries, going to the TCAT Summit and all of these. We know how she's been able to navigate her way through. And she's one of the best educated persons walking around with PhDs and masters. Now, does she have the capability? Yes. Has it been shown in some other way? Yes, we've seen so. Is she an angel? No. But at least she's done some things. And make us to understand that she understands exactly what she's doing. And I thought we should do the moral thing. Don't get me wrong. We should do the moral thing. That should be one of the part of the conversation. And the other part should be whether the person who's been nominated to serve in a position for which they've been nominated have the qualification. They have the technical know-how. They have knowledge to serve in that position. Many a times, 90% of us who write on social media do not care. All we know, we must bully, we must palm off, we must play the politics. And I'm just thinking about where we're headed as a nation. Especially people of my generation. I'm asking myself, what are the substantive issues? What are the substantive issues? We can talk about the moral issues, don't get me wrong. Because I know a lot of you cause and blah blah blah. Let's talk about the moral issues. But we must also look at the qualifications and the capability of the president. Now we should be cross-examining the woman's background as to whether she's fit to do the job to which she's been nominated. We do not care. And sometimes that's how we get leaders that are not capable or they are capable. Because we look for the trivial issues. We don't look for the substantive issues that matter. If election time was coming today and politicians got into the field to speak to the electors, once those people are making promises, the electors do not care to ask the hard questions. The how, they don't care to ask. Once the man is capable of giving t-shirt, the man is capable of giving fish, the man is capable of giving some frozen food, bag of rice, he's able to provide cards, he's able to provide money when somebody's wife gives birth, he's able to provide money for funeral service. Absolutely, he's the best. No one cares. He should not be questioned. If he sat on this radio and told Mr. Trokon, for instance, in we district or build 10-story building for the old folks, so the people who believe in him thought I just supposed to say, okay, we understand, and let him go. How are you going to do it, sir? What's the timeline? What's the vision? When you ask these questions, plenty of our people get vexed. They feel you against the president or you want to attack the president. But countries that are making progress today, people are asking the leaders these tough questions. And from the answering of these questions and how they lay out their plan, electors or voters come up to the conclusion on who to vote for or who to elect. In our society today, if you ask the tough questions, you're not a good journalist or you're not a good person. If you join everybody and make fun and talk about the triviality, then you're the best person. Then they place you one side. Let's talk about the moral issues. Let's have conversation on it. Let's also look at the capability of people, whether they're able to do the job. There where the real deal lies. There where the real deal lies. And I'm encouraging young folks in the country to really pay a lot of attention to that. I'm asking us, the young people, to really, really be able to do that. With that, when we're asking the tough questions, when we are asking the tough questions, we will make informed decision. But the ones that are not really, really, really matter are the ones we can put forth and lead the real issues. So I thought to just shed light on that. And then we take course. The former representative Vincent Wrepue will join us later on today. We have him until 6 o'clock. And then the news will come on. The conversation will take its weekend break. So the National Infrastructure Conference, I believe, may have ended today by now. Got on the way in Nima County, Gompa City, Nima County. I think it was a 3-day event, and actors in the infrastructure sectors, in public and private, including some of our very good development partners, gathered and have some conversation on what needed to be done to incorporate new strategies in Liberia's infrastructure development to meet our 21st century. And I understand I spoke with the Director of Communications for Public Works, and he said they've signed a resolution. That resolution has been released, and we are hoping that we can lay our hands on that copy. So I'm hoping in almost all of the sectors we can have national conference and make some determination on the way forward, on what to do. I'm really hoping to see that on the way forward and on what to do. I'm hoping to see that. So it's 4 o'clock. We'll take a few calls and then we'll take a break later, right after that break. But I wanted to read a statement from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. I wanted to read out this statement. They released a statement on what I was talking about. Let's hear what they said. So there's a gender ministry condemns bullying of newly appointed MRS boss. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection unequivocally condemns the bullying, disparaging remarks, and derogatory commentary directed at the newly appointed Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Cornelia Crab, following her recent appointment. I think that's nomination they're supposed to use. The ministry strongly rejects any form of online harassment or intimidation aimed at a young, dynamic, and enterprising Liberian woman or any Liberian woman. Such behavior is unacceptable, demeaning, and counterproductive. It undermines the immense potential and contribution of women in leadership. While constructive criticism and informed public discourse are essential pillars of democracy, personal attacks, harassment, and prejudice, particularly those rooted in gender stereotypes, have no place in our society. Such conduct discourages women and young people from pursuing public service and erodes national efforts towards inclusive, equitable, and transformative leadership. The ministry stands in unwavering solidarity with Minister Kra, a dedicated Liberian public servant and advocate for youth and women's empowerment, reaffirming its commitment to protecting the rights, dignity, and safety of women and girls in the leadership and across all the sectors of the Liberian society. We warmly congratulate Minister Cornelia Cram on her historic appointment as the youngest Minister of Youth and Sports. Liberia remains a signatory to several international protocols that affirm the right of all citizens, women and men alike, to participate in public life free from discrimination, intimidation, and abuse. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection extends appreciation to His Excellency President Joseph Yuma Boakai for appointing another woman to a sector government position. The appointment of Minister Kra further reaffirms the President's steadfast commitment to gender equity or equality, women's empowerment, and inclusive leadership with the ministry or administration. The ministry urges all citizens and media practitioners to exercise restraints and collectively nurtured a culture of leadership evaluated by competence, integrity, and dedicated service, rather by gender, age, and personal attacks. And this is written by signed by Wester D. Cassell, Communication Specialist, Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. Let's take a few calls. Then later we have with us here Representative Vincent Willie. That's former representative of We Statutory District, Bassa 4th Electoral District. Let's talk to a few Liberians. Hello?
Good afternoon, Trokon.
Yes, sir.
Let me say a pleasant good afternoon to the listeners following the broadcast. I'm Christian. Pray for enemy dying at a conversation this afternoon from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau.
That's a boss.
I've been working to the whole community. Well, Trokon, let me appreciate you for your analysis. Like you said in your presentation, it's important, most especially our superintendents of various counties, the level of work, they are involved into. But I think it's also important that they improve. Like you said, Trokon, you cannot build up the farm buildings and structure, infrastructure and things, and the roads leading to those places are filled up. The grass is growing in those places, and the people who are going to those places, their lives are even at risk. Because some of the grasses, you see some terrible, harmful species or animals are, involved into those things there. So, like the road is also important. Yes, Trokon. So, like the what they are doing is good that the people to look at a direction to improve those things, especially infrastructure that they are doing in a rural country. Trokon, it's important that I want to appreciate Madam Craft for the level of what she did at the Ministry of Information, and I think that she's going to do well at the Ministry. More especially, I want to encourage her to be able to improve the TVET sector at the Ministry.
Thank you. Let's show you there. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
Nicola Escobar Jr. is money, and I call from Financial Better Hill Community. Thank you for the third talking point about my concern has been drawn to the Minister of Colonial Crowd. I want to say bravo to the President. Others are talking because it could be a jealousy because we all are on the face crying every day and night saying, oh, you want young people to be in government. But we are seeing it not with our heart. Is she competent? Yes. Is she qualified? Yes. Is she able to do the work? That should be our question. It is not about posting somebody as picture on social media saying that they did that, they did this, and that is the substantial issue. Is she able to perform? That's the question.
That's been my concern. Thank you.
That's the question we should be asking.
Thank
you.
I
want to say bravo to the President. Thank you ever so much.
Hello? Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My name is Prince Kotima, and I join you from the Ghanaian Electoral Center, FDA District 4. Well, let me use the medium to say congratulations for Madam Colonel Topa for her performance at the nation.
Hello, you there? Hello? It seems it's gone. I didn't cut it off. I'm sorry for that. Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Reverend calling from Morroville. Yeah, okay. The appointment of Colonial Cry is not bad, but there's a game President has to play.
Which game?
Fine. Let me tell you something. The president is 2029. The president is trying to push this man, Arizona Kumi, to see the Senate Bureau with the measure, with the payment measure that they are supposed to go through. So because of that measure, he don't want to keep Corona crowd in the back and will be supporting and the vice president to be signed in his office. So because of that, he got to find means to find a place for to go.
You think so?
He got to go somewhere.
Is that how you think?
So I want to read it. It's very dangerous. Let's keep watch on it.
What the other reason?
No, I want I just want key reason I got.
Okay, that's all you there. Hello? I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Let's hear you, please.
This is Flamino from Mulam. Yeah, congratulations to the young woman that was appointed by the president. But you see, the Ministry of Gender, I don't know, they are not fair at all. Look at a young woman that the former deputy or assistant minister raped last time. What was the press release that he gave?
They were?
Look at a young man that...
They were? Come back. You say what happened?
The 14-year-old girl that the deputy minister raped.
Allegedly. They say the men are even raped or what they investigate. But let me let you know that there were a series of press statements from the ministry. Yes, series of statements came from the Ministry of Gender, sir.
They ever gave any press release?
Yes, I'm saying I can confirm that series of releases came from the Ministry of Gender to that, calling for speedy investigation and so on, urging the police to even investigate.
The young man that is further mine, they ever gave any press release?
There was a statement issue as well.
I didn't see any. And we
Okay.
expect that
Check on that Facebook page. Check on that Facebook page. You'll see it, yeah? Check on that Facebook page. Your statements
for
on
me,
there.
I have no appreciation for them because I'm not.
Okay. Let's hold you there. Hello.
Good afternoon, Trokon.
Good afternoon, sir. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon. This is Wilson, and I'm phoning from District 17.
Who is Wilson?
Good afternoon. Stephen Wilson.
Let's hear you, boss.
Thank you so much for this fascinating edition of the program. I followed all of the analysis. You spoke very well. Let me say you're one of those guys that we are counting on in the media landscape. However, Julius, not Julius, but Trokon.
Anyone can win.
You talk about Minister Designate Cornelius Scratto, but I think that nomination is welcomed by the president. And Trokon, let me say this. I don't think the way we are progressing as young people in this nation politically is, the level of hate is increasing every day. Every blessed day. One party think or one other group of people think that they know more than this other group. One other group feels that the people think that they know more than us. So we should do this, and we should do this. Forgetting about the national interest of the country. I think this is unfair. We need to have a reshaped and for the betterment of our nation, for us to move forward. Let me say congratulations to Gratoba Designate, and I know that she's going to do well. Thank you.
Okay, we take a few more. Hello.
Hello, Trokon.
Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, I mean, we're into the peaceful labyrinth. My name is Poli Bangura. I'm calling from New Jersey. Yeah, President, I appreciate the President for taking our post step, for putting young in a type of protection. I think it means well for the youth. But I'm calling on to do the reporting for the youth. Okay. Because that area she's serving right now is a higher position. And she even run humanitarian and she get the ability. So I'm calling on that during a photo that they posting doing all type of things. And then the issue of the work. The main issue here for all to call on to see our patient and be able to do the work. Because we put men in there. Some can you imagine the deputy minister Wrepue, and now the president in the post there by changing places.
The man Wrepue allegedly, the investigation said the man not doing.
Yeah, you always say allegedly or thing about in Wrepue.
Oh my man.
It's all mad young man. So it's
that one by the investigation still ongoing, but the one where they said the man raped a child, the police said there was no cause of DNA, not even sure that the man raped. So let's hear that one.
Yeah, okay. But let me appreciate the president in the post there and I'm calling on her for her to do the work for the Liberian people.
Okay.
So at least the area she has tomorrow when she is running for any position in the country, Liberian will trust her to get that position. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Trokon.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Tuba Morris and I call you from Ghana.
Tuba, go ahead.
Let me say congratulations to the madam for the appointment. Trokon, I trust the madam, she can deliver. Because for the time she went to the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, I believe the reason why they had to reappoint her or the give her promotion was based on her ability, based on all she did in that era. So I don't think the appointment was a mistake to the side of the president. So let me say congratulations to her and let me say thank you to the president for that whole step that he took to appoint the madam again to another position. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's talk to more people. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Manasa, calling from New Jersey.
Let's hear you, man.
Yeah, I want to congratulate the president for appointing Madam Colino Kratoba. I know she can do more, and also I want to say big congratulations to her. We know what she can.
Oh, your network is giving you a lot of problems. Yes, sir. Hello?
Good afternoon, Trokon.
Good afternoon. After we take the last four.
Thank you. This is Gabriel of Treasury Single. Well, I think that position too big for Malaman. Colonel Kratopa. But you look at Colonel Kratopa from far, and it's from far works from the Ministry of State, the President said, you have a lot of noise about our ladies. So, but
why were some of those?
When President will issue the yellow machine,
No.
On the front page.
She thought she was part of the negotiation for Yellow Machine.
Yes, you are part of it.
I hear that. I hear breaking news for me.
But then I tell you now, so we say to you, can I present very big for Colonel Kratupa? Okay.
So if you had to recommend one young person, the president at that point, what do you think?
That comedy.
If you were to recommend one person, the president should appoint that young person, what do you think?
I don't know any circle yet, so I can't tell you. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Trokon.
Go ahead, please. Good afternoon.
Thank you. My name is Prince Nascimento Godot, and I do join for my Pakistan, the Juma 13 resident.
Mm-hmm.
Let me appreciate you, for the talking point, the first talking point. I think, firstly, congratulate the President, Excellency, President Joseph Yamabuaga, for, giving the young people opportunity and who are as energetic and very, very smart leadership. I think the area that the President has sent us to the Ministry of Youth and Sports should be more proactive and productive at about this area than where she was previous. And the reshuffling of the government, I think, the direction that young people we envisage for the president to be taking, so that we young people can have opportunity to have direct and communication with our young people leaders within the party and Andre. So I appreciate the president for this, and we will know the work a bit of coalition. She is very, very productive and our capacity. So we shall have very success and very good working relationship with the president in a particular direction. Thank you, County.
Thank you. After this person will take the last two, then we'll go for a break. Hello?
This is calling from District Number 7.
Go ahead, bossman.
Yeah, I want to congratulate the president for the decision. For, most of the time, young people have been abandoned. So the government try to look in the direction of young people. Most of the people in government in position, they are youth. During the position, given time to step up. But they should not abuse the opportunity the president has given them. The president gave you up to go and do funny things. At the end, the president will be blamed for putting subsequent. So, to the madam, I'm the vice chair for Wrepue Mobilization Market. If you listen to the show, I'm the vice chair for Wrepue Mobilization. You know the party Number 7. Madam, we need to talk off air. I really need to talk to you, see personally, so we can compare notes. Thank you for the position. I wish you the best so you can deliver for the government so that.
Okay, let it be so. But I'm crying when you're listening to me. I want to talk to you personally. Hello?
Hey, my brother.
Yeah, let's hear you. You want a private conversation with the minister too?
No. This is Edwin G.V. Collins. Probably you are Chigbene.
Yeah, Chigbene, that's it.
Avenue and on the Chigbene farm. I got a message for the minister. But first of all, I want to say congrats to the minister.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a message for her. That ministry is a strategic ministry. I have worked in our ministry since Madam Salim regime up to now. And the only way to keep that ministry vibrant and to keep that ministry going is to create jobs for the young people. Madam, if you come and to reclaim that ministry, you got to reintroduce the reclaiming Labrador Beaches on Wrepue project. One of the biggest projects ever that the Labrador government have benefited from and the people have benefited from. It runs from Banjo Hotel Africa straight to Dwazon. I advise you to really quickly call for that project so it can benefit the young people of this country. I know what you can do, especially from the district 13 end. I know you very well. But my advice to you, those that never look at the interest of that project, they never stay in that ministry. And today, I think they all are vetted. So that's the only advice I can give you.
Thank you. After this person, we'll take the last. Hello?
Good afternoon, Sugar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I'm Prince Tamayuma, calling from Senda. I just want to congratulate the minister, the newly appointed minister, Destiny, for the opportunity. And I think one thing, I listen to all the callers, tend to be correct. I don't see they have any other issue with her, except sometimes we go personal in the country. And the funny thing is, and the truth is, every individual has some kind of, personal problem. So as I gauge all the views and all the places you have worked, there is no semblance of corruption and what have you. So if people have problem with her because of her own personal thing, I think they should give her the opportunity to work for the country.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. The very last person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Trokon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my name is George. I call from the newly appointed Minister of Community, which is Nigerian Shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to appreciate our dynamic President Joseph Imapwaka, for that new nomination. I know Madam Craft is a technocrat. She knows how to pull people together. She knows how to do things. I know she will perform well. I've been seeing her work with her before. I know she will do the best for the Liberian people, the Liberian youth populace. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. We will take a very, very short break. Our guest, former representative, Vincent Samuel Tinizi Willie, is here. We'll take in right after this break.
I say, my people, First National Savings and Loans Liberia not do it again. Oh, I say, my people, y'all listen. First National Savings and Loan Liberia not do it again. Oh,
but when I come, why you shouting all around the place like you not found bank manager well so?
Namo, even if I found bank manager well, I would be very happy.
Like how now?
Because all the things that the First National Savings and Loans Liberia doing, it will really take away our stress.
In what way? It will take away your stress.
Look, Namo, if you're looking for a good place to save your money you suffer for, or you want your money to receive good interest over a period of time, then go to the First National Savings and Loans Liberia. At First National Savings and Loans Liberia, you can open savings account, current account, church savings, Susu savings, and mobile banking. You will get account SMS alerts right away, meaning as soon as you save the money, you will get message on your phone right away that you not save the money.
So Goku, the way you not do all the fancy then, so what should do now if I want to open my own account?
Damo, when it comes to opening a saving account for church, school, and organization, you can call them and they can open the account for you right to your own house, school, church, or organization. If you want to pay your children's school fees, you can also do it when you call them too. Try to join them to make things easy for yourself.
I rather messing good in you.
Also, First National Savings and Loans Liberia can offer you different ways to do what the poor people call fixed deposit, or to keep your money starting from 13% per annual, meaning per year, for Liberian dollars deposit, and 10.25% per annual, meaning also per year for United States dollars deposit, for what the poor people call fixed deposit. First National Savings and Loans Liberia. We are located on 10th Street, Sinker. Better still, you can call us on 0779 206 231 or 0886 027 466, and we will come to you. First National Savings and Loan Liberia is a microfinance deposit taking institution. At First National Savings and Loans Liberia, we put you and your business first.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Girder Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
I become a person for my happiness.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Nangbe.
My man, you look kind of worried. What's the problem?
I am seriously looking for a reliable insurance company to insure my car. Also, my brother wants medical and life insurance for him and his family.
Oh, wow. But then your worries are over.
Tell me something, man.
The National Insurance Corporation of Liberia, NACO, the state-owned insurance, is here to solve all your insurance needs. From homes to businesses, NACO Property Insurance gives you peace of mind.
And that's what I need right now.
Go to NICO for your public liability insurance, bond insurance, marine insurance, fire insurance, and many more. Also, when it comes to claim settlement, NICO shows up on time and every time.
Wow, that's great news for me. So where can I find NICO?
NICO is located on the 3rd floor at MP House in Congo Town, opposite Cinco Palace Hotel. Call them now on 0777 964 265. 0770 888 800 or 0777 514 880. You can also inbox NICO Facebook page and they will be ready to get you covered.
Let me call my brother first to give him the good news.
NICO, an insurance partner you can trust.
Thank you. Welcome back to the second and final segment of the conversation on OKFM. In our studios now is Grand Bassa's 4th Electoral District former representative, Vincent Willie. He's here with us. It's been... No, you control the show, what I mean. So he's going to be here with us for the next 1 hour, 30 minutes. We will talk about the current legislature. He's going to give his view on the leadership of the legislature and how they are proceeding. We also talk about politics in Bassa. We talk about national politics and some of his what he's into now in private life. But welcome, Vincent. It's good having you again.
Well, thank you very much, Trokon. And let me say good evening to the people of Mosoralo County, most especially the people of the district and the 15 political subdivision of Liberia and the people of Grand Bassa County, and let me be definite to say the people of We Nation, the place that I love so much, and it is the only place I call home, and most especially within the kingdom of Bassa. So I like to say good evening to everyone. It's a pleasure being here. After a couple of years, or I may say months of years, I know I've been away for quite a long time now.
Is it your first radio appearance in this year?
Maybe, I think maybe or the second time, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's private life, by the way?
Very wonderful, as you can see. I think private life is okay. And we're doing pretty good there. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we were into professional life before we came to politics. You know, transitioning from politics back to professional life if you are not solid, it's something that might embarrass you. But if you're solid and you know exactly what you want or what you hope to achieve, transitioning from private life to political life and from political life back to private life, it's just something you admire, because the only thing you amaze in politics is just the affluence,
the morale.
It's not just the morale, because if you want the morale, you will still have it in private life. Because what brings
the thing that can't work represent the car coming like, hey, you talking slow there.
But not in this country.
No, there's a lot of things you guys enjoy, especially provide a house all the time. I know. So.
No, I can say to you, except under the government, I haven't seen anything different. You driving, police will pull you or disrespect you, even insult you. They fight that even the plate
it's not common like that, man.
I'm saying to you, I experienced it many days. The fight that the RE play or the issue RE play is that people just get angry with you. People are angry every day. If the man doesn't eat, the man feel you created the problem. If the man's child does not go to school today, he feel you created the problem. If the man is hungry today, he feel, even if girlfriend is angry with him, he think you created the problem. At one point in time, or even afraid to even use a plate, because the RE plate became like a most haunted thing.
Do you think, and then let's go into the conversation now, do you think these things are happening, I mean, if you talk about quote-unquote the anchor fencing, that people elect people and then, yes, like I know my mother would tell me, I will not vote again, I have to be encouraged to vote. She would tell me that she's elected leaders over and over and over and over again, and things almost like the same. Do you think it is from that background that a lot of people are dissatisfied seeing, even in private life, you ride a big car or you driving your own car, people still face? Do you think people are angry with leaders based on that they put everybody in the bus and say, these people are not serious?
See, I don't want to be definite, but I will allude that to the literacy and the illiteracy rate in Liberia. We have a very low percentage of literacy rate. Even government officials, even ministers, even rep, even senator, the literacy rate is very low. Somebody could be a leader in public service. They are public servant. They could be government official, and they are still illiterate. The public, the general population, the literacy rate is very low. If somebody could understand, that's one. The second one is government own inability to deliver on the people's expectation. And given that the promises are so huge, the people's expectations are also huge.
Yeah, sure.
So you go to the people because you want to be elected, you talk so big thing. Knowing fully well that as a rep, you have limited scope to operate. Because it is the executive that control the cover. Except you will have to work extraordinarily to be able to achieve other things. Today, if the people don't eat, they don't know that it's just part budget is the executive that's supposed to carry development. The people don't know. Even in the county, the senator performance are very low. Just very few senators you will see performing very well. Because the people only see the rep as their direct point of contact.
Sure.
So you bear all of the weight, you carry all of the burdens, and the senator just sit in one corner. Once in a while, the senator appear, and the senator just do small things, spend little money, and so forth, and the senator happy, and they celebrate that senator. So you are being seen as the only wicked person, as a rep who is not performing. Meanwhile, they elected the same senator. Meanwhile, they elected the president. The president control the cover. The budget comes, the president implement the budget. You pass the budget. All of these things, they don't know. So if the man's role is being damaged, all he cares is you. Even if you try your best to go outside and bring in, work with colleagues and other friends, because I don't want to say investor, because it's not your function to bring in investor. So if you bring in partners that will work with you to even improve, I can remember during my time, I used to bring in Chinese partners that were helping to deliver free health services, outreach, and so forth. Those things are happening. Our people thought that those things, anyone could do it. They thought anyone could do the same thing until we left the stage. So it is the people mindset versus what is happening in the country.
And one point you stressed, I mean, Vincent, was the government inability to deliver, on what the people's expectation would be. And one of the problems too could be, and I think, the inability of even people who represent these people to explain government policy. That's one of the roles of lawmakers. That you go back to your constituents, your people, and let them know that, look, XYZ are, our cardinals. Everybody may not understand, or will not understand, but few people will understand that message might sink.
But yeah,
what you guys do when your representatives to go back to the people, you make promises at time, you carry some tokenistic donations and all of these, and the people feel that you're supposed to do it. The lawmakers now are facing role in the district, people feel that they work.
But
so if they didn't do it, they will vote it out.
Yes, it's Trokon. I've come to realize that Liberian voters, you don't know what exactly they need.
They are unpredictable.
Until you leave the stage. You wouldn't know what they need until you leave the stage. Liberian voters, I can compare them, sorry to say, I will compare them to a female. And,
what does that
so,
mean?
the female expectation, females are built in a way that today you meet them, they will say, oh yeah, I want a man who will take care of me, who will provide everything, provide my need, emotionally support me, and do everything for me, take care of me. If that man start to work very hard, because to raise money, to take care of that woman, her daily expenditure, her needs, and her basic social services, you will have to work very hard. You get exhausted. When you get home, she needs emotional support. If she's not even around you and she's away, she also needs emotional support. If you don't provide it again, there's a problem again. You see? So I compare Liberian voters to, and not even just Liberian voters, though our own is worse, but almost like an African voter. Let me reduce it to a Liberian voter. It's just the same. They say, you will go to places, they say, oh, we need road. Our roads are damaged, our bridges are damaged. You build those bridges, the next thing you say, the man is me. Because why you have to give?
Yeah, you have to give cash to the people.
In what's so doing. So you have to do the in what's so doing. So you exhaust yourself because you're not getting that money.
Do you think, Vincent, to end out of this, I mean, from a governance standpoint, you being in student politics, you rose to the ranks and file of politics, you became representative, you have professional backgrounds, you came from Nokai and all of those. Do you think we just have to open up the country and show a lot of our people get something that will sustain them on a daily basis, then the pressure is relieved? Because, for instance, if I impregnated my girlfriend and she goes to deliver the JFK, I'll be depending on one lawmaker to help me. I mean, I'm just mean, yes, I'm depending on one lawmaker. I impregnated my girlfriend. Imagine your own girlfriend, why you impregnate? You're calling somebody to help. If the person doesn't help, it becomes a problem. Do you think it's time now that we widen the scope of government? I mean, open up to the people, do more private sector investment, get a lot of people doing jobs and so on and so forth.
So let me say to you, Trokon, it's two-way street. Right? You talk about somebody pregnant a girlfriend and so forth. I experienced that. There are many things I saw as a young man, more especially when I entered the legislature. Among the very few young people, I was among the youngest in the legislature then. And I saw what I could see. I saw the good, the bad, and the ugly. The first thing, a man walked up to me. This is a guy who been chasing me for almost a week or plus. He wanted to see me. I provided the opportunity for the follow to me. Guess what? He had to ask me that he had STD. As people commonly call gonorrhea. This man is holding in from himself. And guess what? What he needs? Just $10 to take a shot. This man had been chasing me for almost 2 weeks.
Well, that thing on him.
Yes. And I'm basically
and he cannot do something to get it.
I broke down in my office and I have to give him $30. In fact, that very day, I did not have much. It was the only money I had to put gas in my car to leave the office. On the flip side of it, until Liberia can narrow down, I see all going that path, but it's not yet clear.
Yeah.
Until we can narrow down maybe to a 2 or 3 party, like maybe the Ghana, other parties will contest. Because unless we reach that point, that look, this politics is about when the president is seated, the president has a mind that look, no matter whether you're opposition representative, opposition senator, I have to deliver in the various counties. Until we reach that point, it will be extremely difficult. I flip you back to Ghana.
And it's a classical example for our region. Mahama today, who is the president? Mahama succeeded as a past president.
Yeah.
His president has just passed. Back then I was in the UK, I was in Europe attending. Mahama took over as a president.
Ended that tenure?
Yes, he ended the tenure. Mahama contested the following year. He won. When Mahama was going for his own second term,
he lost.
He had just built a new airport Ghana is using.
Kotoka
International Airport. A very beautiful airport. Mahama had done a lot, opening new roads. The propaganda got so hard on him. The MPP guys came in. Ado came with one district, one down, one district, one factory, and those big talk. The Ghanaians weren't looking at what Mahama had started. And this is a man who had gone through the ranks and file.
Yeah.
Mahama started as a local government official, youth organizer. Mahama is one of the Ghanaian presidents that have run through the ranks and file. This is a man who can take a podium with no paper. He discussed Ghana politics. He been local parliamentarian, became MP, went through to be vice president and president. This is somebody I admire, so I follow him very closely. Understanding the need of the Ghanaian, he was delivering. First time in the Ghanaian history that he was defeated miserably. More than 20 million votes different to Ado. Because we are one nation, one down, one factory, one this. Everybody. And Ado were moving around. You know, I have lived my life. I want to, the experience is there. I want to come. I will deliver. I don't need anything. I have lived my life. And those people talk, and they saw him as an older man. So they voted Mahama on. Few years after, real things started to show face. And what happened? They got disappointed. Mahama went back to election with Ado again. Ado defeated him when Ado was going for his second term. The politics of that day was so tough. People knew that it was not a popular vote.
Yeah.
But see what happened? When Mahama came back against Baumia, the vice president of Mahama. First time in the Ghanaian history.
Vice president of...
Yes.
That Mahama.
No, Ado's vice president.
Baumia, yeah.
Baumia was defeated miserably by Mahama. So first time in Ghanaian history, Mahama is the first president that controlled the entire parliament. If he submits a bill today, he wanted to pass with 4G. Because he's a majority, more than majority of the members of parliament. Right? So until we reach that point, that our people start to understand that it's not about age, it's not about your height, but it's about what you bring on the table, your heart. How passionate you are. You could be doing a little thing, and people don't see it until you leave that stage. When Mama, and I'm bringing in the Mama situation so that you could see how human or African we behave with our politics and our voting. When they saw the gap after he left, when he was coming back, you saw the amount of vote he got. He won straight one round. It was a one-round victory. Even with the ruling party trying to adjust the vote, the NDC have already announced that they were in the lead.
Yeah.
And even with the adjustment of the MPP, they could still not reach closer to the NDC vote. So it's just the same thing with our politics in our region. The voters get carried away by what people say, what politicians say. And our voters, because the literacy rate is so high, you say to them today that, oh, Trokon is not doing this, Trokon is this, Trokon is that. They don't know that this is not Trokon function as a rep. Trokon is going out there. Trokon only works for a little over 5,000 or maybe around 6,000. Trokon has to go extra mark, look for contact, and do other things, and lift the district.
You don't think some of you guys who are the politicians put the people under the impression that you can do, that you can deliver? I know time around number.
No, but that is the case.
Yeah,
that is the case.
I know time around number where people go to a political rally and tell the people, "I will build you roads.
Yeah.
I will do the day." When I tell the people at that political rally that my work I'm going to do there is to make representation on your behalf. But to make our people to understand, like my poor mother, we will understand that fences are to build road. Like you did with the preach. So my mother say, fencing working. I mean, and I'll be telling them that's why it's function. It's not working because it's not making law.
You see the occupy, but you can tell your people you build road. With the mindset, if you don't know what you're going to do, when I was in the parliament, When I said to the people of we that I will build bridges, I knew I was looking at my contact. I knew I was looking at friends that I had outside. I knew that I could use my legislative oversight to push investors and other people, work with them and build collaborative relationship with them and deliver on those things. But people didn't see it. People said lobby was a bad word. Today, those people cannot even lobby for a pin. Because it goes back to the illiteracy of our people, and the way they understand things. They think that election, our people take action. That's why I compare them with a female psychology. They take action at the point. It's an instant action. They don't know the effect is for 6 years. They don't know that. They might know, but sometimes they forget. They subconsciously act without thinking. And at the end of the day, it goes right back to them. And they start to feel all of the thing. So you lift a district from one point to another point. And then it comes back to retrograde. It comes back to retrograde because
is that happening with we?
I don't know that.
You
can take your microphone to we. I don't know.
But they are your people. You should be hearing from them, Francis.
No, the thing
what are you hearing?
The thing is, I don't like to get involved into the daily activities and the daily politics of we. I play my part.
No, but if you even have an intention of not being a representative by a senator because you're a politician or a president, you should still know the need and wants of the people. And you still having conversation with them.
So I'm very close to we. Very, very close.
You should tell us what are you hearing?
No, I don't have to say it. I don't have to say it. It don't have to be secret.
Are they disappointed with the current leadership?
No, I can't say they are disappointed until the vote of the people can. You see, if I sit on the radio and say, "Look, the people of we, they are disappointed,"
do they miss the leadership?
You know, I can't say that to you. Wait for 2029. The vote will tell you whether they miss the leader.
Are you
or not.
running again 2029?
Wait for 2029. You will see me on the ballot or not.
Or representative.
I say wait for 2029.
But you have to be definite.
So I don't have to be definite. The matter of fact, 2029, I will be on the ballot. How will I come?
Presidential candidate, vice,
my
senator,
brother, the only thing I can say to you, we're going third year of the Baga government. I could be town chief in my little village. We're going third year of the Baga government. We're going third year of the Baga government. So let's wait. But I can assure you that I will be on the ballot 2029.
I know with all of the travels and some of the work you do in other countries and back home, your ears are in Bassa. What do you think of the current leadership? I was talking about two superintendents in the country who are doing some very good work. I've been to Buchanan in particular, and I know what Superintendent Kylie Johnson is doing, though there's still some floods in Bassa. I know some of the projects he's carrying on. I've been to Nimba County and see what Kou Miape Gono is doing as well. And I'm planning to visit other counties as well. Your ears will be in Bassa. What is happening there, Vincent, with the current leadership, local leadership and national leadership?
So there are a lot of things happening in Bassa. The good ones, the bad ones. You know, they can fix it. They still have time. During our time, I know what we did. During our time, it was not the local government at time. The local government act has not taken over. So we were involved with county city. Projects were being determined. Projects were being determined by the delegates. Unless now, the old projects are determined by, I think our county council, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's about 7%. So 7% go, if I'm not mistaken, I think the council should be around 7 or maybe a little over 7. I don't get involved into the activity, but I know that it doesn't reach 10%. So 7% goes into a little room and they decide. Those 7%, how they are even recruited is some of the issues I have with. And that's the point I have with the local government act. And I'm happy that I listened to Soken, Jeremiah Soken, and a few people, and they were talking about revision of the local government.
Do you agree with them?
I agree with him, 100%. And I will say to you why. You have 7%. They say they are civil society group, different group. Look into Bassa. Take Bassa for an example. Look in the local government. Look at the county council. See where are they from. Trokon, amen, for God's sake. 7 individuals goes into a room and determine for the entire county. Those 7 people, are they sophisticated? What their education, what their background, which part of the county are they from? If you were to ask me, bulk of them from Buchanan City who are live in Buchanan all throughout their life. all through their lives. They don't even know the needs of the people in say for
Meaning they
instance,
do not know the demography of their country.
They might know, physically, but do they know the needs of the people?
Apparently, they are talking to them through their.
How do they even have meetings to know what they need? The lab project I saw on the superintendent, don't get me wrong, he's trying his best, but I have not seen a major project or sign of Buchanan City. I saw the renovation of the superintendent compound.
He's doing school.
Have you, as a journalist, investigated the amount of dollars being used on the renovation of the superintendent compound? Have you investigated that? So you take a majority of that money, you pull it into Buchanan City. When people in the rural area,
just the marketing.
When people in the rural area are crying for bridges, it's not a bad thing to beautify Buchanan City and to make Buchanan City fine. That's not my issue. And like I can say, I'm a benevolent detector when it comes to we as I hold it dear, and I'm also to Bassa.
So you're not definite whether you're returning there.
Just even we'll get there. I'm a benevolent detector to the county and we. You can leave. We is the biggest in terms of land, and probably the biggest in terms of population.
That should be second.
No, Buchanan City, if
Buchanan
you remove electoral,
district.
It's a Commonwealth district now, so everybody pulling there like Monrovia. Monrovia is a no man land.
But except for that, we house.
So we is the biggest in terms of land, is the bigger in terms of population, right? If even they are not removed part of we, giving it to 85, the whole of Sia, it goes on. They took a 3 part of we and put it on various district. So in terms of population, I still maintain that we as a statutory district is the biggest in Basel in terms of population. Because you remove the whole of Baya, you put it on an 85. You move the whole of Roba and other places, Fitwa, you put it on an 85. You remove portion, you put it on a number 2. So I'm just saying to you, you get 7% goes in a room and sit there and determine project. Those people are practically and basically being influenced by the superintendent.
What should be the other way around?
Come in, let me tell you first. Let's start it. That's the problem I have with the local government. The superintendent is good, portion is good, the function, the intent is perfect. But you take 7% and enter one room. For our county, I think it's 7 or a little over 7. I'm not sure. But they don't reach 10. Those people are influenced by the superintendent. Always they will be influenced by the politician. It's not basically about this current superintendent. But they will always be influenced by the biggest politician, the superintendent, that represent the president. So by extension, it is the president's hand is still in our development. And I think the intent of that local government act was to remove politician. And who is a politician? The president is a politician. The president, vice is the superintendent. The superintendent has influence over 7%. So they call into the country and say, look, you're beautiful Buchanan City. You're all funny district.
No, who made that gonna call? The people in the room you're talking about make that determination.
But they are being influenced. Who are they? These are people, most of them are not professional people. They don't have strong academic background to evaluate those projects.
But do you know who are in the room for Pastor, for example? Because if you want to judge their background professionally,
I don't have to call name.
I'm just asking whether you know who.
I know this. I know the county council of Bassa.
Oh, okay.
I know all of them.
All right.
And I'm saying to you, yeah, the intent of that act, it was good. But the way it's being implemented today, it disenfranchised all of the representatives and even the senators.
If you were to return to the House, what will you propose? Or to the legislature?
Look,
what will you propose?
I will propose similar amendment that Trokon and the other guys are proposing.
That you lawmakers should still have something to do
You need to have not direct involvement. Because you see, all of what comes from the county and the various district, it is the lawmakers, it is the representatives that feel the highest weight. Nobody goes to county council. If you were to open a land today and ask Basel citizens in Buchanan, in Monrovia, they don't even know who are the council member of Basel. They don't know. Even the citizens in the county, most of them don't even know who are the county council here. Those people who are on the county council, they don't even know them. But yet, those are the people who are taking financial decisions for them. Right? That's one major thing. But for the county setting, people used to come with the projects on a former government, on the former president. We were dealing with county council. So you will have your come with your various project. And the projects will be debated. But online now, county council going room. They are see them buying vehicles all over the place. Perfect. But is that vehicle the other people in the rural area, is that vehicle they need? Is the vehicle the problem for them? Therefore, instead number 2, I have traveled to number 2. From feeling too late to number 2.
Yeah,
feeling too late. Yeah, I traveled that side. You know, when I was,
there.
Yeah, Bon County.
So you crossed, I think the St. John Rivers.
Yeah, from feeling too late to number 2 is one of the most terrible areas. You enter from Batala.
Mm-hmm.
Is you buying 3-4 vehicles for this local government official? Fine, they're working now in minute, no problem. But what are you doing? We're going 3rd year now. What are you doing? I learned the other day scrap was sold up to 50-some more thousand. During our time, scrap was sold. I never thought on scrap. The next thing I heard was lawmaker was involved with scrap issue.
It became an issue and still, it is still an issue in process.
You got involved with scrap. What did you do? Some people say scrap cannot build, scrap cannot educate. What do you call scrap? 50,000 can do a lot. 50,000 can do a lot. You get involved with all of these things. So they can't take caucus with more or less. Because when the caucus member meets, for instance, Basel, we have 7.
Mm-hmm.
If 5 of those 7 go one time, it is where the power is.
Yeah.
So the superintendent gets afraid of them.
Simple majority.
Yeah, the superintendent gets afraid of them. So they determine what the superintendent do. But as compared to the county setting, once that county setting is being approved by everyone at the county setting, the superintendent act, you love because he doesn't care.
The opposite of the local government you all want to repeal. People said doing the 51st, the 52nd, the 53rd, people were just letting their own people to go to the same county council, county city you're talking about, and they were being influenced by your offices. When I say your legislators,
so
you could pick anybody from we and take them there. Who question Vincent what is decision to pick somebody from we?
And that's the rhetorical aspect of it. Because the way the law is written with the county sitting is wrong. The commissioner is supposed to select them. You will do it. I'm not ruling it out. There's a possibility, but you have to speak to the commissioner of that district
to make that determination.
Yes, for we has a higher delegate in Basel during those days because we had 3 administrative districts and 1 city.
Yeah.
So they had a higher delegate. So to do that, you as a rep, you have to be totally influential to influence the commissioner. Because the commissioner has so many.
But you work with the commissioner, so what extra influence do you need if Vincent will influence?
As a rep,
but if you are a representative, Vincent, what extra influence do you need over a commissioner in we to tell them what to do?
No, but there are some commissioners that are very adamant. I can say that out there with some of them. Because you now have the power to remove them. They will tell you no.
I know so, but your rapport, your commitment.
So that's why I'm saying you have to be influential to convince them. And you have to tell the superintendent, bring these people. It does not mean that they are coming, because at the county settings, it's not just project decision. There are election decisions. So most often, the politicians getting involved is not about project decision.
So people think when an amendment is made to that law, it should not give lawmakers the absolute power again
they don't
to
have.
get involved, but you just need to get some oversight.
They don't have. Lawmakers don't have absolute power to get involved.
I'm talking about when the amendment is done.
That one, even before them, you don't have. That's what I'm saying is your influence and your relationship. There's no part of that law that say the lawmaker should select the people.
No, but people are doing it undercover.
So it is. That's what I just said. It is the commissioners. You have to have relationship with the commissioners, and it is a commissioner and the city mayor you speak to, and say, look, bring these people, because it's not just project decision. Because you as a lawmaker, you're not going to get involved with project decision. No. Because it is your fear. Because an attempt to tell the commissioner that, look, I don't want a project, and the commissioner has had a meeting with his people and say, we need town hall or we need school.
But the lawmaker reverses the decision.
When the lawmaker reverses the decision, it affects the lawmaker. Because by the commissioners, local politics, the commissioner obviously going to inform the people.
Okay.
So you know we need a school, but the lawmaker say we must take town hall. That alone will affect you. So it is not just always project decision, because you're going to vote there. There are several decisions, a budget approval.
Mm-hmm.
So you as a lawmaker having interest in members who come to the county city is not just about project decision, it's about elections. Because election is being held. You want to know who is the PMC here. Because the PMC here help to influence, to speed all your projects. That's a major one lawmaker care about. If you say at that level lawmaker get involved, I agree. Because when the project is being selected, the cover is so small money. So it is a project here, the PMC, you have to elect. So the PMC, obviously for Basel K, was elected I think every 2 or 3 years. So at that election, you want to know who is the PMC financial president, the controller, and so forth. Because when the money hits the county cover, they implement that project. And you want your project to be one of the few projects to be the first.
Did you all leave any project in Paso that the current administration is continuing? Do you know
Several
anything
project.
about that? Are they continuing it or they've abandoned it?
Some of it been continuing. Some of it, I know the one that we left in with the new town hall that we're building. That's a county project. I know that.
Okay.
And that county project, I saw it the other day, I think a year ago when I visited I saw that they started some work there. I will soon be back in and I can say to you the level at which it is. All the other projects was at the 20% of Meta. 3 years gone now. 3 years gone. When we initiated the 20% project, 3 years gone. The whole of Madam Sadi regime, our people did not benefit nothing from the 20% to affected community.
You mean when Chair Baron Brown was there?
Yes, when he was there. When we took
he could
over,
challenge you on that.
When we took that, going is an open debate. There is no 20% project on the Madam Sadi regime. It was only county project. When we took over Nima, the my former colleague Larry Youngware, Sowabe, and the group of the other guy, Towon, and everybody. Some of them are still there in Parliament. We were able to Nima, Bon, and Basso, the affected counties. We met with the president. We have to push the internal affairs minister them.
President Weah.
Yes.
Okay.
We met all of the stakeholders, the finance minister. It was when they allowed us to get involved with the 20%. And they approved. There was a whole format. I can share the document with you with the 20% implementation.
What was that 20% in terms
it's
of dollars or something?
20% of the Metasti fund. So for Nima has 1.5 million.
Okay.
So the 1.5 million, the 20% of 1.5 million will go to affected communities.
Oh, okay.
So communities that are directly affected by Meta operations.
So Basel have 1 million.
So Basel have 1 million. So you need 20% of that 1 million to go to Basel. And in that 20% of that 1 million, we have a higher affected area. It was how we built the Cool Town School, Meta, where it was to work with Meta. It was how we built the Goblin fence today, you see. So that's how we fence Goblin School today. That's how we build the markets in Blessy and so forth. That way we will improve the radio station. Right? Since we left, the money, since we are almost 3 years now. So are you saying that Meta is not paying no more million around to the county? Where's the money?
So that money could be 200,000 for Basel.
Yeah,
100% out of $1 million.
Say that Basel. Say for we.
I say for Basel now. They gave Basel $1 million.
Yeah,
and
then
we are
20%
out
20%
of the 1 million.
of that 1 million
so
goes to affected.
200,000.
200,000, not just the whole of Basel.
And
if it will be for we, portion number 2, portion ED5, and it's just that, and portion of Buchanan City.
Yeah,
only ED1 is not there.
Yeah, because they
are all the way up to Monrovia way. So they never benefited that at all. We has the highest affected communities because the train track runs through the entire way.
It passed through my father's home.
Yes, towards Bon County.
It passed through Bokley Town.
So Bokley Town, and you know the essence?
So what are you doing in Bokley
People
Town?
from your hometown, Bokley Town, the maternity home.
So let me hold you here.
No, Bokley Town, I can tell you the maternity home, Bokley Town came from the 20%.
Oh, okay.
Bokley Town.
I will ask the people there.
Ask the people, open the land.
No,
because this is something
I'm
that
not asking them here now.
No, but go there and talk about more record here. So I'm telling you, because it's something that I got involved with, is a maternity home in Bokley. Because people from Bokley, when they come, they fetch their water across the track.
Yeah.
So they will throw their water on their head. When the long train is passing, they will have to stand up with that bucket of water on their head until that train passes.
15-20 minutes.
So that's the problem. So they must benefit something. That's the essence of the 20%. That's the essence. But what are we doing now?
Good.
What are we doing? These are some of the issues that we stood up for. People criticizing the project. They say not visiting project, not this that. They politicize everything. It was a big propaganda.
The projects were not your project.
Yeah.
The project of the country.
Yeah, the project.
So
we initiated it. We pushed for it.
But it should not be a visiting project.
So today
there should be Pastor's project.
So
the government's project.
So today you say, this is not Boaga project. This is not We Are project.
It should be the country's project.
Yeah, so I agree with you. But people politicized it yesterday. Today, they cannot even deliver. They've gone 3 years.
Who are they?
I mean, the entire legislature.
All of
them.
People you left there?
All of them to the check. Maybe today, when we leave today, maybe they will start pushing mental. But then the bad law, they will have to use it. The bad law, they will have to use it. We left almost 400,000 when Meta has the agreement, the last meeting with us, the essay meeting with incoming lawmaker and outgoing lawmaker. There are almost 400,000 there to implement the project because Meta is the custodian of that money, of the 20%.
Lastly, on Grand Bassa, before we come to some national politics and take a few calls, Vincent, you, I think, 2 or 3 occasions made mention of the revisitation of LAC's concession.
Yeah.
Between now and 2029, LAC's a contract where Liberia should be ending, and they should be asking for revisitation of that concession and signing a new agreement. What do you stand? What do you want to see?
I don't even see it possible.
To renegotiate?
Legislators have started to send their people to LAC to work. How do you expect it? LAC necessarily don't need.
So they will not need.
LAC necessarily they don't need expansion. They don't need a revisitation. They need it, but the way the metrics is being built, you don't need it because few things happening. LAC is being given over 300,000 acres of land that they don't even know the location.
They don't even use more than 20.
They don't even use up to 20 hectares. Yeah. They don't even know the location. Because if you are to calculate 300,000 acres of land, it runs into rivers and goes as far as Sano. Going closer to Sano, where you got Zono, it took over rivers. Go and see La Conosun extend as far as rivers. La Conosun. Are you saying to me those people in your hometown, because your own hometown, they hold a compound tree?
But if that the government want to take it,
so you will wipe all the entire compound tree.
That's why they're going for renegotiation.
So it's impossible.
But I think I was there and I had a conversation.
So under Gregory Como, there was a situation. There was a formulation when he was the head of NBC.
Yeah, National Bureau.
So he created programs and they had Zippers and Zonwin, different groups. And they were being involved with the activities of the affected community. LAC started to negotiate on our leadership. It was on our leadership. First time that LAC came on the table, we had a Zoom meeting thanks to the current pro tem. She was the only member of the caucus who joined me on our line.
Really?
Yes.
With all of the disagreement you guys have.
All with the disagreement we have. We fight.
At first time, you thinking.
No, sometimes when people do things, you say it's or not. She got her own opinion.
This is one in a million.
We can fight. Yeah, but sometimes I say to you, when the last agreement, when I push, she's a big sister. We'll fight. But sometimes she'll say, "Picking, what you say?" I say, "You need to come here." So even with that, when we push, she came on the table, and that was the Ebola time, no COVID time. When we had the Zoom meeting, the former NRC Bob Monoway Gray and everybody were on our line. The President we have given a commitment that we should move ahead with a concession review. All of these things.
He gave his commitment.
We had a conversation. We had to go back to back. Only thing LAC want is expansion, and they are right. Every business person want to expand to raise revenue to make profit, because where they are seated, they keep cultivating and replanting, cleaning, replanting at that same location. They want to expand. It was because of the expansion you saw the killing of Bruno Michel under Madame Sally government.
I was in lower elementary.
By the time you were in elementary, if I can remember, high school or something.
In lower elementary.
Lower elementary, right? It was when we took the debate with Dr. Buble. He was then the information minister. It was because the expansion of LAC. Today, the LRA deputy commissioner, Bender was then Samuel Bender was the deputy GM.
General Services
Manager. Right? All of those things were only led to LAC wanted to expand. How do you expand? You want to take our people land? Fine. What do you give in return? They don't give anything in return. They wouldn't want to do it.
But that's why you need to relook at their concession. If you're to look at last concession with what our people signed, when I say our people,
they don't even have concession.
They don't even have anything like corporate social.
No, LAC does not have concession. With the agreement that I have, LAC does not have concession. LAC just had something, maybe like an agreement, flying sheet, and I was waiting. In fact, the most terrible part of it is that LAC, no document has 4 different font size. I say font size, font star, and everything. I got it. I can share it with you.
Was that why your people signed?
I don't know who signed it because you see.
In the 50s?
1822. No, they did another amendment in the 60s.
Really?
And they said, as the document is being signed today, it should be considered deemed passed. That same document, the font size, the phone start different. Another point in time, you see Time New Roman. Another place, you see like a tape reader. What kind of document is that?
Because it was in the 50.
It's not even an agreement. It's not even a concession. Light does not have concession. It's just a little agreement about 4 or 5 flying sheet that they just have. It's the same situation we have with the Meta agreement today. And I like to say thanks to Yan Twine. He had picked up, Senator Yan Twine has picked up a significant debate. And since we are in the country, we're going to join him because I led the committee as the chairman on mines and energy.
What's your own
with
issue?
Clarence Massacre.
What's your own issue?
Several things. The usage of the port and rail. The usage of the port and rail with issue of Bassa. The access to the port and rail. With the issue of Bassa, you move the concentrator plant, you did not get Bassa anything when the Second Amendment say you must build a concentrator plant. Well, technically, somebody will argue that the concentrator plant cannot be built far away from the mine.
From their mines, yeah.
Yes, but why you pass it? You are the concession. You the concessionaire. You saw it and you accepted it. So if you're removing it from Bassa, what are you giving? Are you giving Technical and Vocational Institute to Bassa? Somebody told me somewhere that they were suing the government of Liberia and they were suing Metasti. Those are the things I hope to see when I'm in the country. That on the Senate floor, our senators who said he sued Bassa, he sued the government, his vote is something that some of us want to see today. How he will vote on Meta.
You about Senator Finney?
Yes, he sued. According to him, he sued Meta. He sued the government of Liberia for I don't know $20 million or $8 million. So you sue government of Liberia for almost $10 million. I think he said $8 million. The case, according to you, is still in court. So how will you vote is what I want to see. It's a vote some of us want to see. Because if you vote on Meta amendment that it should be passed, when you know that Meta has given money to government and government are not giving that money to Bassa according to your own statement, and you go and vote for Meta, it's an abomination. And I want to see also what our Protem will do. Because the Protem colleague who said he sued. And that is why we are here. And that is why we are here.
There are different legislators with different ideas.
The thing is,
you are not voting the way Thomas Gosa was voting on the floor.
No, I have not come to the house yet. There are 2 senators and there are 2 opinion leaders. 10-4 for Bassa.
With different ideas.
No, 10-4 for Bassa. One of them was the Protem. When Meta agreement came, the first amendment, he was in the Senate. The second amendment, he was in the Senate. In fact, the second amendment, I think he was the Protem then. He comes back as a former foreign minister. He said, I sue Meta because I sue government, by extension Meta because they owe us zero money. Trokon, the case in court, we not get that money here. We the bad people. Then you go vote for Meta amendment to be passed.
But the Meta he voted for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the debate is what I want to say. That's why I said 10 so young. Because the report that rejected Meta amendment, I was there. In fact, we were the lead committee with the committee on concession with Clarence Massacre, who is now the commissioner at LTA.
I was in 2022.
And even 2020, it was 2023 election year when we rejected Meta amendment.
It came about 2022.
I can share, and I'm grateful that Yan is sharing the report with the public. Several things we have done substantive research on that. And I would think Meta agreement should not even be passed. Liberians should not even accept it.
Are you disappointed at the House?
Totally disappointed. They are trying to some extent, they're doing their best, but they need to do more. If I would see lawmakers from Nima, Bone, and Bassa voting for Meta amendment, I would get totally disappointed with the kind of amendment that I saw. I've read.
A lot of them have done so at the House.
I've read through the third amendment. They did a little tweaking on it. Now, the bridge between St. John and Bond County. Meta just did some by renovation a few days. That was one of the points that we inculcated in the third amendment that they needed to fix that bridge. You take millions of dollars all of Liberia. It's to build something durable over St. John that connect Bond County and St. John is what you can do. You have to go patch playing again. And then after 10 years, we'll go back to the same situation. Is that what we need as a Liberian? So those were some of the reasons, those were some of the things we stood up for when people said we were high-headed, we were frisky, we were dead. And they had the worst to say about, I didn't care. Now, thank God that the people of we now seeing what we did. What we stood for, the people of Basel seeing it.
Will you go back to we and let them know that we stood for this and this is happening?
They are aware. You don't have to tell them. They are aware. They see it.
They know?
The people of Basel seeing it. Now have to be
you think they really know it?
Bossman.
To see and to know that do they really
Bossman.
Yeah.
The thing, all you need to do when you ask me what happened in we or Basel, I told you I'm not prepared to say anything about it. Take your microphone to
You
Basel.
won't run 2029, but you won't talk anything about Basel.
But no, 2029, I will be there. Like I said, I will be
2029,
there.
you start talking.
So 2029, we will speak up. But I can say to you that these concessions, what I aware of and what I saw, the documents that we read, there's nothing much different. Meta, for instance.
So you think the Senate should reject that?
They should reject them vehemently. They should reject Meta agreement.
If you were given an
even
opportunity,
look at it.
if you were given an opportunity to sit in that room, Vincent, what will you add?
I was given the opportunity.
I'm talking about now.
Oh, but yesterday if I rejected it and they brought it back
If
to
they brought it back and you wanted to add, what are the areas of concentration? That's what I'm asking. Maybe you go inform the DC or some senators.
So the first thing, let's look at even Meta own profit financially. Let's look at it. Go on your internet if we had the time. Read on Meta return. Read on their stock exchange, on their own return on their website. I was just looking at it. That they tell you how many dollars they are making profit, how many they are shipped. Because that's a global information, they cannot have it. Compare it to what they're giving in Liberia. And think about what is happening in Nima, Bonn, and Basel. Bonn is not heavily affected. Because Bonn...
The real just passed
Bonn, not just the real, they had a corridor where they do the crush ride and so forth. And they pass through them. I was in Nima. I took a team with my former colleague, Russell James Swakoko, some of the current lawmakers like there, like Ellis Paul, Tawan Gligia. We all went to Nima. And if you were to get closer to the mine side, even the people, creek and screen have been destroyed. They don't even have drinking water. Some of the parts of Nima, I think Blood Diala, somewhere along Nima, that was Sowabi district. Sowabi and the former representative, what his name, Prince Tokba district. Those creeks, screen and creeks were being destroyed. Our people drink from the water. Nothing. Nothing at all. Even the hospital, when we visited, updated drugs. That's one point. This is a company that said we have raised X amount of dollars. Are we investigating it? We're looking for money every day in our budget. In terms of profit. Labrador is a shareholder in Meta, you know that? The last time I checked, we had 30% share. I know later on, they will reduce the 20% share on Manansali. So the 20% share, every day Meta declare that they don't make profit. So they will not pay.
Do you agree if we were to do a revenue sharing with them? Or mini rush sharing?
So what happened?
Give what you have for us. We decide where to sell it and what to do.
our own background.
Senator Finney has been proposing that.
The thing is, the way Labrador constituted, there is now a federal state. There's a unitary state. There's a way you can do it. So his proposal is fine, but the way it's been proposed, I see it differently.
Okay.
Because even as a pro-10, he should have done that a long time. Because if you're pro-10, there are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of influence that you have. And you can do so many things. You can work with your colleagues to have any law passed on the floor. Anything you want. You're a speaker, you're pro-10, you can have any law passed on the pro. I say it's a very bad law, but any law of your interest, you can have it passed. So you come to the people, you say, look, I need a law to be passed. For instance, Basel case. You say, I'm the pro-10, I want lack concession to be reviewed. It's nothing different. All the Basel people want is we have a city near LAC. That city should receive annual funding. Even the students of Basel, they don't benefit nothing from LAC. Least will say EPO. I just saw on the paper in recent that the EPO doing scholarship and things.
LAC itself has been doing scholarship as well.
But it was under our regime. We have to move the money. La used to get 1,000. I will push it to 4,000. We and they had to go back to back. The student, the money they get, we do that, we do that. It was under our leadership. They had to push it to 4,000. Since we left, a penny are not being added. And to even move that money, we and they have to fight back to back. The only thing we see in LAC Nana is government officials as legislative members of Basel are sending people there to work at the higher level of the company.
Which is not a bad thing. They're employing the people, Vinci.
But with the company, and you take people from...
You can still send people that work and you negotiate better.
The problem I have
if
is
you
can't take people who are not. You see, sons of we, Trokon, that's the issue. Sons of we who are qualified, competent, prepared, and willing. They apply for those jobs. You leave them all and give it to somebody from Buchanan City. They are all Basel citizens, but I would not settle for that.
Okay.
It's not under my leadership that will ever happen. Except there is no sons of weed. That's the only way you take somebody from Beginner City or any district to go work in weed. Because they are being affected directly. When they work for $50, you know what they're going to do? They're going to build house in weed for their grandparent or their parent. And that's how you grow the community. And that is why when we had the opportunity, we impacted children from weed. So that they will go back home and develop their plan. Go back home in Basel and develop Basel. You have to be jealous. You have to be envious of your region. Everybody got a region in the county. And that is why the county is divided on a regional basis. And money come in and the politicians are there.
If
so you can't take somebody from Osa. And that's the problem we have in our country. That's the problem we have in our country. Yesterday when I was doing little hustle around, Kema County, for instance.
Hustling where?
Yeah, some of that behind the hustle.
You're doing consultancy.
You went Kema County. So you end up Kema County, they say, oh, no Basel member where Kema here. It was sounding insulted, but I admire their resilience. Somebody will call on the radio and say, no, not correct. All citizens of Liberia must get interest. Yeah,
but pirates should be getting
the country.
Why if somebody is qualified?
Yeah, Martinians get qualified people. So if it tells somebody,
but that is not even accurate.
And that's something to argue. It's the same thing. Basa people go Nima people doing the same thing. Nima can have qualified geologists, qualified manager, qualified accountant. They are citizens of Liberia too. So take them first. So Basa need to start doing that. Check in the meta and see how many Basa people work in there.
Okay.
Go and see them.
If you're just joining us, a kind reminder, you're listening to the conversation on OKFM 99.5. Grand Bassa, former Representative Betsy Willie is here. We've been talking for a little over 40 minutes now. We go into...
So, Senator Yan, thank you. I love your resilience. I hope your colleague joined you.
Few other things to talk about quickly, then we give the people ample time to call and see. The governor clocked 3 years on Monday. The president he addresses the nation on Monday.
Which government?
What are your take? I mean the Waka administration.
But it's a government. So
but which other government he didn't wear?
I said the government
yeah, let's have an open-minded conversation.
So yes, you know, when I'm
2 years gone.
When I'm speaking about the happening holistically, I would say a few things. Right? If you were to look at the economies and say what's happening in the economies, you know, to some extent, you will give the current government a pat on the back a little bit.
For the economy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Though it's still struggling.
Yeah, but there's some.
You know, I like to be realistic. So? You give a little pat on your back that they're struggling with the economy, they're raising domestic revenue, things are going on, but does it have a trickle-down effect on the daily lives of the people? I said no. For instance, you will have government moving to development. No one against development. You cannot be trying and you're bringing poverty on the people at the same time. So if today were election, even with the little bit that the government is doing, they're trying with the economies, you look at the securities, a little bit, you see them trying, things are a little bit cool, you know, those not perfect. It's not at the expectation of the people the way it was being ballooned, that when we come back, everything will be perfect. The president said children will not sell in the street again. That's mirage. The children are still selling in the street, though he's trying.
There's a committee set up now, I heard.
You know, children are still in the street.
Yeah.
Zogo will not be in the street. That's a mirage. It was just a talking point. Zogos are even increased. Drugs issue have become a cliche.
But they've attached them seriously.
How can they attack drugs?
There's logistics
so let me tell you something about drugs, how it's been seen. Maybe you don't see as a journalist, and I think you need to start doing it. Look at the DEA. When they are arresting drugs, you will see the drug, you're seeing brown cartoon, you're seeing brown tape. Today, they're seeing amount of drug, they're seeing BB cartoon, you will see it coming from Douala. They say a rare old drug. I see it as a publicity, political publicity, probably to raise money from the budget.
You think so?
Yes.
Are they not serious about it?
I follow it very closely. You will not see them bringing out drugs. That same drug they arrested from Douala.
I know they keep them burning at a certain point in time.
Where at certain point in time?
I know they burn. What was the month? Was it
Show me the
November? I
record.
know they burn.
When
We sent a reporter there when they burn it. They normally burn the drugs around Tower
the
Hill.
last burning that I saw was under Christopher Peter. The last drugs, something I saw.
No, they've done recent burning.
Okay,
maybe
when?
you were out of country.
So they break all that thing on the internet.
Apparently you didn't see it, but I know so.
You today, you take the same drug. How can trust, bossman? Then I mean the country is reckless.
How?
You get drugs for the picker. The picker dragging. The next week, they say drugs again to Cayman Bulla. They dragging. The next thing they seen drugs in. I seen brown cartoon. No drug can go in the cartoon. Only in brown cartoon with brown tape.
Maybe that's the strategy of the people who are importing
drugs.
drugs.
Cartel people don't operate like that. It's just a mere mirror and publicity. They seen drugs in the same baby cartoon. Though the size of the cartoon almost the same. They seen tape. That same amount of drug go to Pond County.
But different people have been arrested.
I seen drug.
They mean there are different people importing.
Yeah, but man, so that different people have different faces.
Mm-hmm.
Different people, different faces. I'm just giving them the tip that the way I think, the way I look at it. Because so
they shouldn't be arresting the same drug in the same cartoon.
The drugs cartel don't have no strategy, but all of them put the drug in the same cartoon. People like that, they take it for every bullet, they trap it everywhere. It sounds so funny. That's one thing. The second one is still the public works minister. He comes, and I think he's one of the most incompetent ministers Bouaka has in this government.
Why?
Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing at all. If I were to recommend to Bouaka, he's one of the ministers that should be dismissed tomorrow so morning. I know him very well. Very incompetent and arrogant. Tomorrow morning, he should be kicked out of government. Because if the government will fail tomorrow...
What is it he's supposed to do that he's not doing?
If the government was to fail tomorrow, he's one of those that will create the problems. You go down, you break down people's home, and you're not even thinking about starting work there. You don't have conversation with the people. I was one of those that were affected. Yes, nobody cares about... I don't care about government. I'm not going to stop development across Odeyama Bridge. Go there now, pick up telephone. I heard Clarence talking about it the other day.
Mm-hmm. I know they're doing the side work of the road there.
You break all the poor people.
You had a property.
Yes, you break all of the poor people down. Hustle that all. You break all of houses now with your own voter there. I come in now. You break all of your own voter now with your own voter there houses now. We're hoping to see what other project.
But they've started clearing the place and the second phase
Bosman,
of the Simport Bridge to
I'm just saying to you, and that conversation was never held. That's the arrogance.
Oh, the thing.
I never saw that happening on a region. Not on even Malanseli, not on we are. Before the government break down your home, they will have conversation with you. If they were to pay rap, they will have that conversation.
So you were not consulted.
Everybody, I said, go across Odeyama, that whole beer factory across the bridge. Anybody there, whether they were consulted, whether they had a meeting with them, you broke down people's homes. You never had conversation.
You
with
could take legal action.
Bossman, I mean, local problem. I mean, how can I go take legal
action? People
then go take legal action against government to the case in court. That means we go take legal action when I'm one affected.
You can try the law.
Hundreds of people being affected. I'm just saying to them, these are things that today you are not even finished with RIA rule. When they took over, they were running with that RIA rule like to say tomorrow morning will be finished. I have traveled like I said 10 times now. I come to the country back and forth. I travel every other month in this country and back, looking for my hustle. The RIA rule is still the same. It's still the same with the big publicity on it. Yesterday he said we are only doing feeder role, community role, girlfriend role. But today, what are you doing?
They've taken it from Town Bakery all the way up to...
Bossman, even the publicity of the electricity. 2 days ago, I went for a friend to the airport. A staunch Unity Party partisan. A staunch one.
Your friend?
Yes. I went to pick the person up from the airport. We were driving coming. I didn't talk. He saw the light. The place was lighted all through. At a point in time, he said, oh, the left in now. I didn't talk. And he kept complaining until we reached up more. Yeah, I said, you see, this is the hypocrisy of ministers that are in government and lie to the presidency. Because people also, you present a picture that look, everything is bread and butter. When they come and they see it for themselves, they get so discouraged. How can you plan few people from here to
towards Dwazon or maybe beyond Senator McGill's house. It stopped there. The whole stretch all the way to RIA, almost reaching to RIA. Then you play field pool. So when the man leave on the airport, you see the lead landing on, and feel so happy. Why would you be that deceitful?
There are plans for construction
And,
of other roads. For example, I mean, the public works minister you described as incompetent was here on the same radio, and he talked about how the president has expressed interest in having your own road from Pijo Town, the Basokio road to Taco.
He doesn't know what they call Basokio road.
But the man called the place, you know.
No, calling the name and describing
The man said from Pijo Town all the way going to
let me tell you now,
Nima County
Basokio road is not what he's talking about.
Now, which one you're talking about?
The Basokio road is not from Buchanan to Bon County. And that's what he mentioned.
Where is that one?
Basokio road is from Mlawenstown to Through-Town.
No man, that road connecting over there, man.
No. That's a mistake. So anyone who tells them that Basokio road is from Buchanan to Bon County or to St. John, that is not what they call Basokio.
But there are plans, according to them, to do that stretch.
So you're giving different information. That's the Basel to St. John and to Bon County road there. So you got to be informed before you put out information. Basokio road is a road that runs from Mlawenstown that Senator Cape fixed and I added up and completed. It's a road that leads from Mlawenstown all the way to Through-Town and journey with Glade Diogapa in Nima County district number 10 up to on a Rota one-way district. So it is that road they call the Basokio road. It's a road that connects from Mlawenstown all the way to Glade Diogapa in Nima County district number 9. So it is not the road that he spoke about. So he was being misled.
Whatever it is, it would be a good thing to have that stretch.
So you don't mislead people. And I'm saying
apparently the man does not know fencing. So then but if there's plan to face the road, what do you about road?
Let me tell you, so it's not a plan. It's about doing things. It's about starting something.
But it started, there must be a plan.
Yeah. The one that even the person you damage him already. You have not done nothing already. So you sporadically firing all over the place with development that you coming started. But you're not going nowhere. So it's good to always focus on one. Finish the RIA one. Raise revenue for that one. Finish it. You move to the other one.
But there already revenue for the RIA road.
So let's wait.
Something signed by former President Weah.
Bossman, that story we've been hearing that story. They said,
but there's money. They execute money Bossman, before you left power.
You said President Weah.
Yeah, President Weah.
With information we
have.
we left now. That's what we're watching for. And we hope that the government achieve. That's why when they broke our horses down, you saw me coming on radio. And after they almost broke it down almost a year now. You saw me complaining? No. Because I know development come with me. But do it in a respectful manner. Because you did not take my money. You did not raise money for me to have the project or the property. We all cry for development. We all want the best. But will you achieve it before the 6 year end, or you just broke down my property and just going with scar-free? That's the situation.
What's your thought on electricity?
Electricity, yes, they've been doing well. I know him very well. When I was a committee chairman on energy, mines and energy, I know him. But then he was the head for the project, CLSG project in the entire region. In the entire region, so he was the project head, and his co-worker, who was representing, was one Taylor. I think what his name, but his last name is Taylor. So Taylor was in Liberia, and he was based in Ivory Coast. So I know him very well. The LEC boss, I know him very well. I know how passionate he is. So I know he will push. He will have some challenges. Once the government is willing to open up, he will achieve. Liberia problem is not just the power. Liberia have power, but transmission and distribution alone. How do we do it? How do we manage power theft?
There's call for outsourcing of several portion of
that's
the LEC's
what we need to
work.
do.
You believe,
the first thing
you believe that's a solution?
The first thing they did not kick against was the issue of making power theft non-billable. My brother, riches laws are not a problem for Liberia. It's the access to the service that the service provider is providing. You know why people get involved with unconventional means of power? It's because when the man need power, if the man want power today, you Trokon, you got your house in, say for instance, Dwazon, and you write to LEC, you want your power. The time they're taking to bring you that power, you in the heat.
They're not serving your one fencing, they're serving million orders.
That's what I'm saying now. So you have to be rapid. That is why in other countries, they got different group of people doing metering.
Yeah, for instance, they got people doing wiring different
transmission, other people doing distribution.
Do you think that same kind of working?
You need to get involved with PPP because it makes it more effective.
Like they did with Nima County.
Yes, you see Nima County. So they are effective. But if I want power to my house and you're not supplying it in the heat
for almost 2-3 months, going to 1 year. If I can get back, the next thing I want to do, when one picking come to me and say, you want to cheap, I can get you something, tap on the line.
Mm-hmm.
They will tap on the line. Like for my home, you know how many times they've been to my house? And I think that one of the things I need to advise them on.
They can't say they want tap on the line?
I say, for instance, I can tap on my line. I know very well if I do, they have been to my house several times. And they come there, you know what? They can be unprofessional. Oh, open your gate.
Oh, the LEC people?
The LEC people come with some police people. They say, open your gate, That means you got my gate.
But open your gate, then they
so when you open your gate, they can't declare the police. They tell them why you show all your people.
Then
they go. It's a fun thing. But make it more professional.
Oh, you
hello, sir.
You get power with a minute nagging your gate.
You don't own my gate.
Oh, my man.
That being arrogant. You must not pay my house. If you can't, you see me power there, then you have a right. But knock my horse. Oh yeah, we talk to me. That's the problem we have in the country. You can stand to my gas sitting in my Ochi, we yeah. Yeah, come. I said no, can't. I said no, I'm coming. We are power tell people what to do they want. What?
How the program be?
Yeah, boss.
But do one recording one day.
Other people.
No, do one recording as well. Yeah.
And don't do that.
All right.
Don't do that. Even if you have issues and you call them, you know how long it takes before they come? That's how people get involved into unconventional means. Because if the man does not have access to the service, after 7, 8, 9 months, the next thing, the man at one hospital again who get a late thing, the next thing the man wants somebody to tap on the line for him to get that current in your house, for him to get
so public-private partnership, you thinking?
It's one of the best. Because if Trokon is doing metering and I'm doing distribution, the guy is doing transmission. So before Trokon make money to sell his meter, I must do distribution. So Trokon will push me to do the distribution before he sells a meter. So you see how everybody perfect moving? But if one group of people doing everything, now they brought law during our time, they say you should make power theft non-biddable. How will it help? Because the process in which
it's a deterrent.
The process alone is so long, so those are things we need to look at. When the process is flexible and easy to follow and effective. How much is current? You get 5 hour current, 10 hour current. People will hustle to buy it. People will buy power for 10 hour, 20 hour, 10 hour, 5 hour. But when the process of acquiring a service is so slow, people get involved with the unconventional means. I think that would be the challenge of Miami.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to the line, take a few calls. Vincent Willie is here as our guest. We've been here for more than an hour. Let's talk to a few Liberians and hear what they think. Call us on our number. This is the conversation on OKFM 99.5. Let's talk to a few people. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'm Thompson, calling from Chicken Soup Factory.
Who is Thompson?
Thompson Mario calling from Chicken Soup Factory.
All right, Thompson Myers. Go ahead.
Let me say to the brother in the studio there. I understand you want to go back as representative.
So yeah, you hearing me? All right, go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Go ahead.
I understand that you want to go back to Gobli as representative. I'm from the Tapeta Belt, meaning the Yucatan he's talking about. But what did he do for his people?
Oh, but you not hear it?
What did he do? I have family from the Bassa Belt there. And they said the man didn't do any kind of good thing there. And why was the road from Bikano all the way to Tapeta area there? What was his involvement? What did he do? What did he say to John Weir about that road from Bikano to even Compassi? Cars were stuck in the mud there. What did he do that he want to come back to be represented? About paving our road.
The man said he won't be represented. I asked the man whether he won't be represented, senator, president. He only said he will be on the ballot. So how will you come to a conclusion?
What did he do that he want to come? What did he do? Did he pave the road from Bikano to that place?
One person he ought to pay for, he will respond anyway. I'm not a public relation person. Thank you. That's all you there. Alfred Flomo is trying his best. Hello.
Yeah, Brother Trokon, how you doing?
Not bad.
Thank you. That's what that's my call from Cowell. I want to say that, thank you. But I think sometimes when we want to look at the issue from the holistic point, more especially when we want to be nationalistic, we have to be real to ourselves. People always say, no Trokon not infected with ordinary people. Trokon, for heaven's sake. The government is not perfect. But since the government give the power, rent is often on the market on very low affordable for ordinary people. What we can learn to appreciate. Look at gasoline. Since the government give the power, gasoline has never gotten short on the market. It's very low, 700, 680. Look at the issue of fuel. Look at road accessibility. Look at even the salt is today. Today, when even CDC come and say the road is okay, they come out insult is what Godre is doing. They may go about to insult open on everything just because the road is accessible. What kind of country we live in that even when this, we not say the government is perfect, we follow this government.
Okay.
We bring everything that they should do the best. But we just criticize, even if the right thing is being happening.
Okay. Let's hold you there.
We be having the country.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Hello.
Yeah, Trokon. Let me say good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you.
Trokon, this is Elton TV, and I'm from District 15.
Mhm.
To be precise, somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me extend my revolutionary salute to the former lawmaker. Remember, lawmaker, I admire you. I admire your conversation. But I have few questions. Number one question: in recent times, the Meta C signed the legislature signed an agreement with
The house.
Yeah, the house signed an agreement with Meta C. Now, in that agreement, it has
200 million senator bonus.
Yeah. But then in the 200 million again, now also about 5 million for the city county, which is Nimba, Grand Bassa, and also Bon County. My point is that out of the 200 million, giving the county 5 million. Do you think that 5 million can be able to solve majority of the problem in the city's county? Another thing you talk about the EDC. Now, you are in judge. You want to praise the EDC manager because maybe he's your friend. But to be friend with you, my brother, the EDC right now, it is difficult.
But before right now, you could praise him for doing some good job, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the point fencing came from. Everybody know LEC is fluctuating now. Yeah, but because it fluctuating now, the man has not done some good things.
Even in your studio there, very soon that your LEC will go your project without on.
Agreed now. Agreed. All of us know LEC is giving some problem, but have they done something good in the past? You didn't acknowledge that too?
No, we agree. But for the part of matter right now, the challenges that we are facing right now, for me to go, my web materials all in the freezer.
Okay, sorry for that.
Yeah, they didn't put it outside the government.
Sorry for that. Thank you. Hello.
Good evening, Trokon.
Yeah, good evening. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Let me say I'm going to stop talking former President Wrepue. And I appreciate it. I think to do a bit of first time, for I to agree on some of the talking points. I think time for national discussion. You should put aside political affiliation and see how we can discuss Mama Bureau. When it comes to the other metal agreement, I think Mr. Wrepue, I agree with you 100% on any lawmaker from the Bush County that we have signed that particular document. I think NECA Gay is on review. So I mean, audio leaks that in sound about the government to spend after Madame and GE Nima, and we were there was Division 3, and where the company created the radar, we are very affected on.
What a leak audio?
Hello?
What a leak audio?
I mean, we're having our possession.
But send it to me now.
Yeah, come up. So
send it to me. I want send it to me.
No problem, Trokon.
I'll tell you no more. You send it to me. I can't Friday say you not send it to me.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. So, Mr. Wrepue, I think I appreciate you for really set an alarm. I stood with you when you stood up to deny it. But when it comes to your active level in your district where you are massive fraud, you try to do election, I think your output or outputs about your workability in that area, I think it is based on the section.
The man hustling around the continent now. I will go back.
Yeah, so I appreciate you a lot. And
thank you. Let's show you there. Hello.
Hello, Trokon. Mr. Wrepue, Honorable Wrepue.
Yeah.
This is Star on you, Cardinal.
Yeah, but the headphone in there, pleasant.
Yes, so I appreciate Wrepue in the studio there. I think he has made some super point. I just got a real quick, burning issue that always touches my heart. Then they eat politics. The thing about Grand Bassa and Buchanan, I think we really need unity amongst our politicians to make that place a better place. If you get to Buchanan, Trokon, it's just a coastal city, less than 2 hours drive. I get so frustrated every time I reach down there. Infrastructure, electricity, it's just sorry for the word, but it's a mess. So send the guy info from Pro 10 on Rodeo, on Roberto Philly. He said, all those people, let them put together, let them get a united force and try to make Grand Bassa a better place for the generation to come.
Okay.
Nothing is happening in the place there except for talking plenty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's show you there. Go to the U.S. and talk to Patrick Sowa. Patrick, let's hear you.
How are you, Trokon?
You remember facing from the U.S., eh?
My man.
That's my man, yeah. All that is a bit chunky rock over there. They'll go to school, you get rocking your bag instead of pen pencil.
I'm a giant.
Let's hear you.
Not bad, come here.
You know, like the comrade said, Trokon, you can give the government, the government is doing some good. Give pap on the back of the government. And no one will say that this government is not doing some good. Good like electricity, like roads, like the GDP, like on the international scene, like, paying people on time, But the point is that, Trokon, do you really think that Ellen Johnson, Salih, Josh Weir, Dole, Taylor, other people, they not do some good as such as roads? Only this government in the history of Liberia that is doing these things?
That can be true. Every government plays some part.
Right. So my point is that Liberia's problem has never been lack of some goods. No. The problem is that amidst all the goods that we talk about, Ellen Johnson, Salif Day, Josh Weir Day, Talk My Day, the problem is that the life of a typical Liberian never gets better. This is the problem. The people in Atherton, in Barclayville, in Belafene, in Bensonville, in Bapolo, in Buchanan, in Butu, in Conway.
What that place you can call from Loaf? What that place you can call from Nima? What Judah are asking you?
Like the comrade said, how can we see not only Jeremy Pia, not only Delon, not only Josiah Joker, the watches we see. I mean, you can see some good when you guys come in your studio. You can see some good. You can see that the economy is doing well. Look, the coast of the guys are wearing. We want in Liberia.
But facing our wearing the same coat you do.
Also apologize.
When your comment was on represented, you were wearing no coat you do. Instead, guess what? In suitcase. You used to see the men's shoes and when the men go wee. I'm thinking, yeah. I just saw you and I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm a man.
What I'm trying to say is that,
yeah.
Look, we want a Liberia where government officials, their relatives, their kids, their women, their brothers should not only be the one able to wear costumes. We want the people in Betu, in Nima County, in Gerema, in Famona, in Butu. We want to see the good of the economy. How can they reflect?
Okay.
How can this be translated? This is the problem.
Patrick, thank you.
We got to compare notes after the show, bro.
I'll comment.
Myself, we got to compare note to Baba.
No, we're not comparing no.
You want me to tell you a secret on the radio? Yeah, keep listening, you hear me? Yeah, thank you, Patrick. Let's talk to a few other Liberians. Vincent will respond later. Hello?
Wrepue.
Yeah?
Well, my name is Daniel Fitty, and I call you from District 10, the Mosquito Last District. Thank you for the show. Thank you for your studio guest, But I thank God that Mr. Vincent really is acknowledging that this government is trying, and he didn't acknowledge that the previous government, tried. But thank God this government is trying.
No, you say, man, acknowledge it. Are the previous government try?
No, but at least, but I understand, it's politics is better than some people that can count on radio and be insulting people, and that is the kind of a politics. We want this kind of a thing, to something, at least to criticize for a reason, but the president is really doing well, tremendously, especially when it comes to the rules. They see man he degrading today. They see man is on the front line every day to make sure corridors open and nobody can tell me say the past regime started this day and so the current regime will join over it. That's not politics. That's not the thing that they should be running. That thing that weird thing in there. Let us forget for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll hold you there. Abraham Samaka Kroma writes, he says, it is important to solve Liberia problems a Liberian way, to just copy and paste ideas, theories, only because we believe work in other countries so it will work in Liberia is contentious. PPP, FDI, and other copy and paste ideologies have actually not worked in Liberia. Let's take a few more calls, then we'll go back to Representative Willie. Hello?
Yes.
Let's hear you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Anthony Say. I'm the Vice President of Operation.
Vice President of Operation for what?
Liberia.
Vice President of Operation for what? Go ahead.
The real issue, I started to hear from the representative or the former representative our way. Now, if you visit the Japan Freeway, the places they took people to now build, they are constructing houses, there are construction going on there. Probably when Maggie, MCD Maggie, and they still carry on construction. They respond well. Those areas they mark. As a market, the people reaping. As a market, they reaping. The market reaping. What does it indicate? It tells you that that place is not for you. The place is for the government. Or the government is reserving it for other things like electricity, water, line, other things. But they put other places. They know that that's going to be under the high tension wire. They went and built and constructed it to go to Simple Bridge. Have you gone there? Go to Simple Bridge and see the places the people built. When I used to visit that place, it tells them Casey or constructing a place in the United. There was no office down there.
Okay.
But go see, they will build and they will cross closer to the Potaro. You can't leave that on the government.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. We take two more calls. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Let's hear you.
Thank you, Trojan. I'm Mr. Toyo.
You call me Trojan, I'm Trokon.
Yeah, Trokon. They give a woman for tradition this evening. I'm Mr. Toyo to the representative. I think the representative get the screen to speak on national issue. But Trokon, my just appointment the care call that call that made me that the CDC government were in power, red were explaining, there were no red, parts of red were only denied even necessary. No, but only time our some of red were in Jordan 4 years. We of course the Korean power when they were Korean power came in. But then he made it got the flow, made that gasoline were on it.
All right, since I made the flow now, they're calling correct now.
And then the wind, and you got no red, you red necessary chapel. Unfortunately. Thank you very much for having me.
They Friday me, you're even having no flower said. No, I don't even get screen for you. Hello?
Yes. Trokon, how are you, Chief?
I'm okay, boss, but let's see.
I'm glad to be your last caller.
You don't know last caller.
Okay, thank you, Chief. I lost your time. When I level you level the flow, I like it for you. This is Edward Sensei and Joey in the world. So far, I didn't really follow Mr. Willie from the 430 stuff. But again, I know Mr. Willie, I have one question for you. I had a point to make.
Made a point for it and he asked a question. Be very short point.
Yeah, sure. Let me just comment
you
quickly.
Background, I'll call you off.
To Mr. Fencing Willie. Fencing Willie will be represented in the Republic of Trinidad. Yeah.
You think so?
I know clear out.
So the people in we will not really let it, man.
So trust me, bro. It can happen. Look.
You from there?
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm a son of Bato.
No, you from we?
I'm from the place they call right around the compound there, man.
I know your place.
Yeah. I mean, I was about to go where you go, you come here.
I'm calling you. Where part of Basa you from? Where around the compound?
Where on the compound there?
Man.
Yeah. Carita. Where they call Carita. Where I'm from. Yeah, so let me make my point quickly. So let me say this. No, anything we want to do that really admire for me. I really admire him. I mean, when Council Rotten let him out in favor of Honorable Baron Brown, we always sympathize to him. We supported him. But when people will go to power now, bro, they may become create man now. They may start going after everybody, man.
He begin with me?
Election going after Senator Lawrence. Doing everything.
No, I'm defending insulted Senator Lawrence. They have disagreements.
Let me just learn quick. My question is, I want to ask him this question. Say you want to be, so you want to be a charity. I mean, I know you're not a charity. How do you look at the protest of president of protest? You're looking at I look at leadership. Is she performing well?
Thank you. That's you there. The mail comes from Combine. Hello, you the last person.
I was like on the line.
Sorry, go ahead. You get in now. You the last person.
Yes. Let me disagree with Mr. Vincent Whitty when he said only pastors supposed to get job. I don't know. That's why.
No, he didn't say only pastors supposed to get job. He said when there are qualified pastor people there who are affected by the company's operation, you cannot leave them out to give other people jobs. That's what he said. Isn't that fair enough?
Yes, it's fair enough, but I think if okay, for example, if everybody in Grand Basel now qualified to
no, everybody in Basel can be qualified. What?
Nobody else would do the job.
That's impossible. Even in one state in America, everybody can be qualified for the same job.
I don't think by saying that would make it a win election 2029. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go back to Mr. Willie.
But
listen to the callers.
But
we got 4 minutes.
The phone about I don't know why everybody complaining about you will not be re-elected. I'm not let the
but
cat
the people
up the
serious. Is it you're not being re-elected?
No. Issue
so
we are not let the cat
run
up the bed. Why should they cry? But yes,
almost 10% said I need don't attend the run again.
Yeah, it's a situation. Yeah, it's a situation.
Yeah,
that's a situation, Trokon. You know, there are a lot of things happening in the country. Like when I started with Ghana, Mama, and the Baumia issues, where Baumia was seen as one of the best economy in Ghana. In fact, I do pick team from the bank and so forth. It's the same situation we're running here today. This government, on the flip side, they're doing some well. But the propaganda was too much, which is suffering them today. The propaganda is chasing them today. Jai chased Ado and Baumia yesterday in Ghana. That he was defeated with over millions of votes in Ghana. It's the same thing here today. You ran with the issue of harmonization. Say the government cut people's salary. They did that. 3 years gone now, the government cannot adjust the harmonization. In fact, from our intelligence, from what I heard from people within ministry and agency, even SOE, they are even cutting people's salary now. Yes. Have a show here today. It's just that it's within and people are afraid to lose their job, so they're not talking. They are even cutting people's salary in some SOEs. If you were to take microphone, if you were to take a secret ballot box to ministry and agency today, say that go vote. President Boga will not even have up to 50%.
Those are civil servants, they're not always satisfied.
That's the situation. So when you lift up the bar, and when you raise people's expectations so high with the issue of propaganda, like I said, Ghana is one district, one down. One district, one factory. People will enjoy and e-living. They got an e-living. All of these things. At the end of the day, what happening today? They have moved GST. And the last time I was reading the LRA, do you know that legislature passed GST up to 18%? If you were to implement it at even 15%, who suffered that? Is the old lady that in your home who's selling chicken feed cartoon. Because the chicken feed cartoon that she used to buy $4,000 at GST and increased that, she'll be buying it at maybe $6,000. When she goes and sell that chicken feed cartoon, she used to sell it 4 for 10 or 4 for 5. She's selling it 2 for 5 now. Who's suffering it is the ordinary person in the market. And that is why when you go into marketplaces, the resentment against the government is getting so high on a daily basis. It's not that they're not doing a little bit of job. No, they're doing. Like we all know. But it's because some of the policies that have been instituted, some of the policies that have been applied, it's affecting the people.
Okay.
Directly. Somebody call here and talk about 1 second. Let me look at it. I wrote it down. Somebody call here and talk about $5 million. One of our brother talk about $5 million. That's just signature bonus. Normally the counties have their own regular annual money that goes to them.
Yeah.
Basel is 1 million, Nima is 1.5, and just that. So that is just a signature bonus. And our brother strike a very prime point, talk about basic social services. Trokon, it's not just about you building roads and bridges. For instance, I will give you an example. President, we have built the Emory Hospital in Babolu County when they have never seen hospital of such before in our whole country. When they used to tow people in Hamo and carry to other nearby clinic. What happened to President? We are in Babolu County. They beat him, Don't
tell the other one.
Yeah. So you think the people really care about whether you go build a hospital, you build this one? You think they really care about that? Emory Hospital. I have been there. Very clean. That you can even lick the floor. Emory Hospital. Even right around his own place. Go where what the president is suffering. The Meritorious Hospital. 14 Meritorious Hospital. I went in that hospital, Trokon, I was shocked. I never thought such a hospital could be in Liberia. The guys are very professional and perfect. What happened around there? They beat him.
The very important issue.
So the people not looking at whether you build, whether probably when minister go put more together, he pass by more, we need to can attend with more again. You think that what people cares about? You think that what they really care about?
Thank you, Fetin.
So we need to be realistic here about the economies and push forward. So nobody here criticizing. We all have to open our eyes. Or the propaganda was so hard to an extent. Yeah, they succeeded. But are they delivering on what was said? No. The percentage of delivery is very low. Okay. If I were to measure it 3 years now, it's about 15%.
Out of 100?
Out of 100. The propaganda versus the deliverable, if I was to measure it currently, I would tell you it's around 15%. They got a year to improve on it.
Okay.
They got a year. If they don't improve on it, it will be detrimental.
Thank you so much, Grand Basel, former Representative Vincent Willie. Happy birthday again. The blessing is concluding her birthday. The news is up next. My name is Trokon Wrepue. Bye-bye.